the Quick Check by my house, and the girl that worked behind the counter knew me and knew I played in the band. She goes, "Do you play a show tonight?" And I go, "How do you?" She goes, "You're screaming at me." Yeah, I want a roast beef sandwich.
John,
Oh God.
John, do you
Oh God.
remember?
After I played,
Oh,
like,
she goes, "You're yelling." I
oh,
didn't. In my ears, it sounded normal, but to her, I was yelling.
oh, after a show, I'd be so tired and be like, ugh. And it'd take me about 20 minutes to get back to normal
Dude,
because
that
I'd be
sounds like,
dead.
dude, that sounds like me going to a. Oh God, that sounds like going to like an old Ring of Honor show at like the fucking Hammerstein, and they fucking had the levels that weren't right, so it was too loud. So it was just reverberating in the upper deck, and it's just like, oh my God, I can't fucking hear.
Yeah, well, well, as soon as you can't hear like that, that's when you don't cheer. You're just like, that's when you applaud.
Dude,
And you
CZW had that a
don't-
couple times, remember?
Yeah, but see, the difference with this is, all of a sudden for 40 minutes, for a half hour, 40 minutes, you're expected to perform
Yeah.
in front of these hot ass ridiculous lights.
Oh,
God damn.
okay, we have another. We are officially now the Nation of Domination.
Uh, and apparently also it with hot lights sometimes there was smoke, fog,
Sweat,
Oh God,
blood.
I forgot about that. Oh God,
smoke, fog, rain,
had-
whatever if you're playing and then I have so many stories.
No, one, and it's like when we play towards the end, right before. Actually, it's fine when we released the CD, a 5-song CD. We had this big CD release party at the Cup in Linden. We had a whole bit. We finally were starting to come on tune with everything. Then 2 months later, the band just destroyed itself. It imploded. I was the first to walk out the door. Then the bass player walked out the door. Then the drummer quit. And it was all due to the toilet clogger.
Oh God.
He basically destroyed the band from within because the woman he was dating and ended up marrying was a on wheels.
I got you.
And she didn't like this. She didn't like this. She didn't like that. This person's that. I'm inviting the whole band to the wedding except him. And that him was me, and it's like, it is just like, you know what? And he took her side over us. And that's pretty much what led to the destruction of that band.
I got you.
And that's pretty much what led to me and my best friend, who was the guitar player. To this day, we've spoken. This happened in 2008. This is the implosion, and the guitar player and I, we were friends for 25 years before that. You know how many times we've spoken since 2008?
About Tree Fitty?
Now?
About Tree Fitty?
What?
Well, I'd say about maybe 6, 7 times.
Oh boy, like
He basically drove a wedge between the two of us, and I don't have anything. I don't hate him for it. You know what? He's moved on with his life. I've moved on with mine. I'm doing other things. He's still doing music. He's 56-something years old, still playing heavy metal, and I don't know how he's doing it. But whatever. If he wants to do that, and I'm surprised he has any hearing left. But and his hearing sucked going in before the band. I can't imagine what it is now.
Oh God.
But it was what it was. I don't regret it. I had fun. I got to record an album. I got a CD with my face on it. I got to play at the Saint in Asbury Park where Springsteen played. I had to play stage at Dingbats where many heavy metal icons played. I look at those as badges of honor, man. How many people could say, yeah, I played the Saint in Asbury Park? Where Springsteen would just come on and play for bullshit. How many people could say that? Not a lot. Well, I did it. So anyway, moving on.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I got a ton of band stories, like a lot of funny shit.
Oh, me too. Oh, trust me. I could put on one of our. You know what we should do, Chris? And Ronnie could have fun with this. What we should do is try to dig up old videos of our old band stuff, play it on here, and riff it. Where Chris brings in some of his old band stuff, I bring in some of my old band stuff, and let Ronnie just have fun with it.
I don't. The funny thing is, like, we didn't have videos because when we did it, like when 5 Days Ahead was around, it was like around the time of like mp3.com. It was before MySpace got big.
Oh, Jesus.
It was like, no, like when we broke up, we broke up in 2003 when MySpace, took off.
Right.
Then I got in a band named Ever After in North Carolina. We were working under MySpace. We were signed to, oh my God. What is the record label?
TNT. Not that. I'm doing something on my Fire Stick real quick.
No. Tribunal.
Okay.
Tribunal Records, which broke bands like Between the Buried and Me, Code 7, broke. Oh my God.
Code 7. I've actually heard of them.
Yeah.
I couldn't name any of their songs, but that name sounds very familiar.
Yeah, Between the Buried and Me, Code 7, you know what I'm talking about, Ronnie? Like a bunch of
a bunch of starter bands, like
a bunch of hardcore bands from North Carolina, and a band from Jersey that was a hardcore band.
What was the name of the band?
I think Long Winter.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I know them. I know that band.
Yeah, they were on Tribunal, and we were working on Tribunal. We were working on getting some done, and that's when we got offered a chance to open up for Code 7, and our bass player all of a sudden was like, "I don't want to leave," and he had to deal with his drummer that if he didn't want to go, the drummer wasn't going to go, and that fucked us.
Did you, Chris? I don't know how did you follow the New Jersey metal scene in like 2008, 2009-ish area?
Not really.
If I mentioned some bands, do you think you might know them? Did you ever hear of a band named Red Hill?
Who?
Red Hill.
No.
Never Debtor Society?
No.
Okay, then you wouldn't know. These were bands that we used to play with all the time.
The metal scene I followed in Jersey was more metalcore.
Okay.
Like A Long Winter, Dillinger Escape Plan, Thursday, etc.
Okay, yeah, I know some of those sound familiar.
Yeah, Census Fail, stuff like that.
Census Fail. I actually think I saw them once, I think.
We were supposed to play a show. I remember this. This is back before Valencia was a band. George used to book shows.
Uh-huh.
And his band was the Cat Gun Heroes.
Okay.
And we were booked to play a show with Census Fail. I think it was us, the Census, Cat Gun Heroes, us, Census Fails, I think Tokyo Rose, some other band, and we were supposed to play at Polanka Park.
Right.
Which used to be this big venue, around like Neshaminy, like Falls area.
Yeah.
The problem is they booked it. The one person, like, oh yeah, we booked it. We get there and there's an Indian wedding going on.
Oh Lord.
Oof.
That's a major oofa.
They double booked it.
Oh.
So we didn't get a chance.
Are we talking about Native American Indian or the other
Indian
kind of? Oh,
Indian.
Oh, okay. So then there must have been like 1,000. There must have been like 1,000 people there then.
Yeah, Hindu Indian.
Okay.
Like we walk in, we hear I'm like, what the fuck?
Wrong place.
Yeah, and I'm just like, George, are you sure? He's like, oh God.
What did you send?
Dot, not feathers.
Dot, not feathers. Oh, I get it. I got it now. Okay.
Yeah, like, we're here like, we're just like, we were like Bollywood shit, and there was a bunch of like punk and hardcore kids coming to Palatka Park.
No, but you know what? You know what really pisses me off? Right at that, after we did the CD thing, after we had the CD release party, we were higher than higher. We had so many ideas because basically what I used was a laptop that was the bass player's laptop that he let the band use. It was a little bigger than a MacBook type of thing. What we're gonna do is we're gonna build like almost like a what do they call those in church? When they come and do the readings.
What?
You know what I'm talking about?
The sermons?
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about? It's like he goes up one stairs and reads the book from the book of whatever.
Yeah.
Stuff
like
that.
the gospel reading, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah. What we're gonna do is we're gonna build a little one.
Oh, you were gonna build a little pulpit for the singer to.
No, for me. It was gonna be for me.
Oh.
We're gonna do that for me because what a lot of people say it's like, what's good? I understand what he's doing with the sound effects and we didn't have a second guitar player, so I had some guitar parts on my computer too. So I was basically like the mock second guitarist type of thing. But they're like, it's no fun seeing him just standing in front of a laptop. Because that's all I was doing. I had a bar stool with the laptop on a bar stool. And it was hooked into the PA. So what we're going to do is I already had designs for it. I actually started building it when all the shit happened. And then the singer, this you'll find, Chris, you'll find it funny. Ronnie, I don't know if you will or not. He contacted me after I quit the band, right? And I said, you know what? I'm done with this shit. I'm not going to put up with so-and-so's bullshit. She's going to blast me and say this, that, and everything. And you're going to let her defend. You're not going to stand up for me. I'm done. So I had already started building it, and I had MySpace back then. I just started pictures like my new pulpit where we're going to dispense evil or something. I forget how I worded it back then. This is like 2006, 2007.
Yeah.
So he contacts me. Can I have that? He wanted the pulpit that I was building. And I said, I'm not going to use his name. But the Toilet Destroyer, I'll just use that.
Yeah.
Anybody that listens knows who I'm talking about. I said, are you out of your ever fucking mind? He goes, what? I go, you basically run me out of well, I shouldn't say you, your better half, wink, wink. And I used some clever words for that. And you don't come to my defense.
You're see you next Tuesday?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. And you want me to hand over my work, because I used to do woodwork. You're asking me to hand over my work so you could use it in that band that you basically ran me out of. I said, are you out of your loving fucking mind? He goes, well, what are you going to do with it? And I sent him a video. I said, hey, you wanted to know what I was going to do with it? I took a sledgehammer and I smashed it on video and I sent it to him.
Damn.
And he goes, dude, why did you do that? It was a cool thing. I'm like, hey, if I ain't using it, you ain't using it. And I smashed it and I burned it.
Damn. Like, he's like, oh God. Like, see, the funny thing when it comes with bands and girlfriends.
You get where I'm coming from.
Yeah. The funny thing when it comes with bands and girlfriends. Oh, by the way, welcome to From Real to Heel. Me and John are talking about some band stuff, and we will be getting to a movie soon. So hold on.
Yeah, well, we started this conversation before the show, but Ronnie decided to go live. So we're just wrapping up the story. So anyway.
And going live. So it's like, oh, From Real to Heel's on. And oh, by the way, I'm like, what the fuck did I miss? You rewind it, like, oh no, by the way, I missed nothing.
Folks, you've missed nothing. We're just talking old band stories.
Yeah, I missed nothing. Anyway.
We're shooting shit.
We're shooting the shit. But anyway, Chris, finish it up real quick.
So I know about, like, because there are some girls that will always try to get, it's hilarious because the girl gets into you because of the band. And then all of a sudden, like, oh, you could do better than them. You could do better than them. You should leave them. You should kick this person out. And it's like, then, it's like they get into you because of the band. Then they want to change the band. And then usually once the band does change, they leave your ass. So it's stupid.
Well, let me put it this way. That marriage lasted all of 6 months.
Oh, there it is.
They got married. Marriage lasted 6 months. She started screwing around, and the marriage was over.
Probably went with another different bandmate.
Oh. No, actually, no. We don't know where the fuck she ended up. She left the state of Jersey. And good fucking riddance to that.
Well, but a lot of you guys could do the 21 plus clubs and that scene where, like, a lot of people in the punk rock hardcore scene, excuse me, you couldn't start because you need to get the kids involved, your fan base. You really couldn't get in the bars at that time, like in certain bars, but if they didn't know you, they didn't want you there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know that well.
Yeah, or you had to pay in to play. And it's like, oh, you pay all this money, so basically, no matter what you do, you're going to end up in the red. No matter what you do, because nobody's there to see you play. As I remember, we played a show in Allentown, and we're down in the basement.
Oh, God.
On the main stage is this stupid cover band.
Well, not all cover bands are stupid. I saw some pretty kick-ass cover bands over the years.
But, all right, when you're an original musician and then you're relegated to the basement, and then they have the cover band up on the main stage, and it's this really nice stage. We thought we were playing Croc Rock in Allentown, that big stage.
Right.
No. We were shoved away in the basement.
Rock. Oh, God, do I remember that place.
Yeah, we were shoved. Yeah, we were shoved away in the basement downstairs 3 floors.
At Croc Rock?
Yeah, because it was
you played that little DG place?
We played Croc Rock, and Croc Rock, like, now if you go upstairs, they have this really nice stage.
I know exactly. I was there once. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's the big main stage was on the first floor, but then all the shitty stages were on the second and third floors, down below to your chorus.
Yeah, in the basement. In the basement, where if you're a punk rock band, if you jump, you got to watch your head.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know that. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly.
Yeah, because they would position you right under the stairs, and I'm like, "What is this?"
You're playing the cubby hole.
Yeah, I mean, we packed the shit out of that cubby hole. It was us, Punchline, A Week in July, and we packed the shit out of that cubby hole. But the thing that pissed me off more than anything, a guy comes down and goes, "Yeah, you guys are pretty good. You guys learned a couple covers. You could play up on the main stage." And I just wanted to punch him in the face.
A couple of covers? I'm sorry. That does not compute. Does not compute. Danger, Will Robinson.
Well, the thing is, and I go up to the main stage, and I hear this band, and they butcher Green Day. I'm like, how the fuck can you butcher Green Day?
Well, you know what it is too, and it's like, remember I said when both. Yeah, what song?
Basket Case.
How the fuck you butcher Basket Case?
Simple. You sing like shit.
God, shit.
Well,
I can speak it. I can sing it like the Red Hot Chili Peppers and sound better than that.
Yeah, this guy's like, it's like supposed to be, do you have the time, like that, right?
And I'm out of tune.
This guy's like, do you have the time? I'm like, oh my God, I want to punch you in the face so bad right now.
But you know what's funny? Listen to me whine. No, we don't. Bye.
But it's funny. It's our band was all original stuff, but we used to round it out. We used to do about 5 or 6 originals and 1 cover. But the one cover we did was one that got requested a lot. We did Mouth of War from Pantera.
We recorded 1 cover on our first album. As just because every pop punk band at the time did it. So it's like, oh, let's do that to get our foot in the door. And we covered Eternal Flame by the Bangles.
Okay.
Oh my God, I can imagine how that must have sounded.
Did a pop punk cover of it. It sounded really good. I mean, keep in mind that we were only a band for maybe 3 months when we recorded it.
Do you have any recordings of that?
Yeah, we do. They're on Spotify.
Oh, you got to send me a link to that. I want to hear that. I want to check that out.
All right, you can Spotify search 5 Days Ahead. I always say, like, we have 2 albums out. Our first album, Broken Dreams and Pictures of You, the band was together for 3 months.
Yeah.
We didn't know shit. Then we put out As Life Passes You By a year later, and it sounds tons better, to where it's been highly influential for a lot of bands from the Philadelphia area still.
Right.
And we were part of like the boom of like you know what I'm talking about, Ronnie, the Philadelphia like suburbs pop punk boom back then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were part of that. A big part.
But you know what else? You know what the final, I think one of the other things too that I think led to the demise of my time in the thing. Towards the end, I started writing shit. I had ideas for about 4 or 5 songs that the guitar player, like I said, it was one of my best friends at the time. I would jot down lyrics here and there and everywhere and stuff like that. And I would work on stuff with him, and he goes, this has got some potential. These songs got some potential. They would need tweaking because you're not a songwriter, but there's potential there.
Right.
We brought him to the singer. The singer's like, But what I didn't know until afterwards, singer brought it to his girlfriend and said, oh, this is what so-and-so wrote. And I guess either A, she thought, oh, wait a minute, is he trying to replace him? Is he trying to take his job? I'm like, look, I can't sing. I could. The only time I sing is when I'm in my car by myself with the windows up. I can't sing, but I wanted to contribute to the band, other than just playing a few notes on a keyboard, and on a computer.
As a vocalist, sometimes I would get a little angry that, I started at first to get angry, and then I realized that, somebody can't sing. They still want me to sing, but their words, and I'm like, all right, so I would always try to put myself in their shoes to figure out how it would be. So some of our bigger songs, I didn't write. I sang them. I didn't write them. And then some other ones I did write. It was a mix.
Right. Yeah. I get it.
Pete and Andrew were really good at writing the love songs, to which a lot of my stuff really was about grief and, loss of friendship. There was some stuff about relationships. There was some stuff about relationships, but a lot of it, I tried to be a little more abstract about it. I had a couple of songs that were completely wham wham, yes, this is what I mean. It was stuff like Saves the Day. Yes, it's this blatant. But then there was a lot of stuff I did that was abstract, but when it came to certain love songs and remembrance type songs, I didn't write them. I just sang them.
I had a song that I was working on, and it was actually getting pretty far. It was a song about not 9/11 per se, but something that was attributed to 9/11. It was kind of like a tribute to 9/11, but what happens to the people afterwards, to the people that are left behind type of thing. I had a lot. I wish I still had the lyrics to this, because it was. And he goes, "Damn, this is some good shit." The guitar player says, "Like, damn, this is some good shit." We'd have to rework it to get it into a song. He goes, "But I could definitely see potential in this," and I think that's one of the things that scared her, because she thought I was trying to replace him. And I said, "Look, I ain't a singer. I am tone deaf as fuck."
I'm not singing, man. I am not singing.
And it's I said, look, if you guys ended up using it and putting it on an album, all I would want is writing credit.
Right.
I'd want the credit, because if the lyrics and the song idea was mine, all I wanted was credit. That's all. I didn't say, no, I wanted him to sing it this way. No, I want the guitarist no, you guys work that out. I want the song credit. That's all I would have wanted.
Right. And I had with 5 Days Ahead, it was more pop punk than Ever After. We did a couple songs, and that's when I was getting into this very concept album shit.
Right.
And then Wake the Sleeper was all concept album stuff, but it wasn't like about relationships really. I mean, Wake the Sleeper, like, I mean, the main character was a war veteran who was addicted to drugs.
Okay.
And it allowed me to write some political stuff, which I was very happy about.
No, well, I mean but that's pop punk though. That's punk in general. Punk is political.
Yeah,
I get it. Anarchy, I get it.
Not even that. Like, we wrote one song, Wake the Sleeper, is called "The Hero," and it's all about like his post-traumatic stress disorder from the war, and how he feels that like how he did what he did, all the things he did, all these atrocities he committed in the name of a good old USA, and how like he's fucked up.
Right.
You know how people treat, like, some people treat him like a hero and all that, and that was the thing. It's like the song was called "The Hero," and then like at the end of the song, it's like, take your medals, I'm no goddamn hero.
Yeah.
You know what that reminds me a lot of? That reminds me of One by Metallica.
Right.
Oh, definitely. Like, then we had
like, doctors have been imprisoning me, taking my arms, taking my legs, taking my soul, let me life it down. Basically, all he is a trunk that can't see, hear, talk, or move.
Right.
And that's what
then we got. Then we had a song. It's actually on YouTube called "Moving On."
I'm gonna look this up right now.
We had a video for it. We had a video for it and everything. And oh god,
what was the name of the band?
Wake the Sleeper.
What was it? Wake the Sleeper.
Wake the Sleeper. Yes, we were actually working on. The problem is, every time we got anywhere, we would revisit the same 5 songs and constantly change them.
What was the name of the song?
Moving On.
Okay.
Excuse me.
I'm trying to see if it's on YouTube.
Oh, it's definitely on YouTube.
Moving what?
On YouTube.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Okay, let's see. Wake the Sleeper. Moving on. Watching High Quality. Is that it?
That is it. That is it.
I'm clicking on it right now. I'm not going to play it with the sound, but
fuck.
Are you singing? Are you singing?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Now I got to see this.
Yes, it's an old. Yeah, it was a video, like, very, very cheaply done.
I don't know if you can hear it.
No, you're good.
It was like an acoustic, like, rocky type song.
Oh my god, thank you God they took the fucking make off of Billy, the fucking cake off of Billy Kay's face.
Oh, alright.
Well, that's not really a spoiler. All the makeup that she wore, they took it off of her. She actually looked better now.
Chris, you can actually hear it in the background?
No.
But,
you had it easy. Okay, I got it. I'm bookmarking this.
So while he's listening to that...
No, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Okay, let's move on. Let's actually get to the show now.
Yes.
Oh, you're bookmarking it? It's not a bad song.
It sounded good. It actually sounded pretty good.
Yeah, well,
I listened to a few seconds of it though.
Yeah, that's not really a punk song like we were doing, but like the whole thing was that. Oh, but the one funny story, I'll leave it on a funny story. Because when I was saying, you guys could play bars, right?
My band? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you guys could play bars and stuff like that. Well, pop punk bands, you either had to play VFWs or, like high school functions or whatever, like basements, some kids' parties, or the guaranteed way that you could get a bunch of people, unfortunately, churches.
Well, you know what? I know exactly what you're talking about. And all this talk is reminding me of another venue that we played. Did you ever hear of the Rail? It used to be in Bound Brook.
No.
Yes.
We played the Rail.
Oh God.
We played the Rail. We played that.
How far was that from Torpedoes?
You're asking.
That's about like I was gonna say that's probably like 20 minutes. That was like by the train station.
Ronnie, you have to take an effect. I played this I played the rail in 2007.
Because I was gonna say both are not around anymore. I know that.
Yeah, I know, but it's like all I know is it's like we went on and we'd have to stop because the damn train was going by behind us.
Yeah. Okay. No, you said Boundbrook, right?
Yeah, it was the rail.
Right on Main Street.
Yeah, it was right. Yeah, but it was right. I mean, there was a damn train station right behind us.
I was gonna say right by the Elks.
The bar.
Right by the Elks Club.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, because that's where I go get my haircut. The Elks Club. I know exactly where it is. The restaurant's still there. The bar isn't.
Yeah, I know, but that place was a dump.
But
like, all right. So what I was talking about, that we had to play a church, and we had to play this one place called the Ark. They always had a lot of punk shows and all that. They had a good crowd. They had a very good crowd. The Ark in Horsham. The thing is, like, nobody could curse. So
that sucks.
Well, you're in a church.
I know, but you're a punk type band and you can't curse.
Dude, we weren't even we were like a pop punk, like we were a pop punk hardcore type band. Then there was this other band. Oh my god, I forgot what they were called. Speaking Out or some bullshit. I forgot what they were, but they were like this crust punk Christian band.
Oh jeez.
Oh, so they were Creed.
No.
I know where Ronnie's going with that joke.
No, they weren't Creed.
I know where he's going with that joke, though.
They were probably like the Dead Creedonies.
Oh Jesus.
But they were crust punk Christian. And so we go to the Ark, and I think I told a little bit of this story. All right, we go to the Ark. The guy's like, "Oh yeah, welcome to the show. We heard a lot about you guys." And I'm like, "All right, cool." And he's like, and my bandmates the whole time, like Andrew even corroborates. So he's like, "All right, Chris, when you get on the mic, don't curse." Because I used to be like, "Hey, this song's about this, and fuck these people," and you know what I mean? Like, it was a release. So it's like, when you get on the mic, don't curse. So I'm like, all right, cool, no problem.
Bleep these mother Fletchers.
Right, and this guy's like, and the guy's like, oh yeah, you put yourself there, and there's a green room for you guys to just chill. Like, all right, cool. So I turn on the TV, and I just turn it on. I'm like, whatever. And the first thing on is like 1989 Batman.
Okay.
I'm like, dude, Batman, awesome. I sit down. I'm watching it. We're just chilling, whatever. And the drummer from this band, from the punk band, comes in, turns off the TV, and just sits on the couch and opens up the Bible.
Oh boy.
And I'm just like, yo, I was watching that, and he's like, I'm reading the Word.
Oh gosh.
I'm just like, all right, you can read the Word, no problem. And I'm like, I'm not going to bother you, and I turn the movie back on. He gets up and turns it off again. I'm like, yo, dude. He's like, nothing must interrupt the Word.
Then go outside and read your Word. I'm watching a movie. It's Batman, damn it.
I turn it back on. He gets up, turns the TV off, and unplugs it. He's like, nothing must interrupt the Word.
I go, my word is... Your word versus my fist. Let's see who wins.
Oh, dude, I'm ready to have a fist. All of a sudden, my guitar player goes, "Hey, Chris, come on, we got to work on something." I'm like, what? And he takes me away quick before I'm about to beat the snot out of this dude.
Yeah, well, you would have been forgiven. You were in church. Anyway, let's get on. Let's move on with the show.
But
Hold on. I'm about to beat the shit out of this dude. And he goes, and he overhears me talking. I'm like, God damn, da-da-da. He's like, you're being too loud. You're interrupting the Word. I'm just like, and then we find out that instead of going on before this band, we're gonna open up the show. Because apparently we're the only band that's not Christian.
Oh no!
What's
so? No, it is what it is. It's like, these people were cool about it. So I was like, all right. whatever. And we get we get all our stuff set up. And the guy's like, can I say a word and offer a prayer before you guys go? I'm like, yeah, no problem, whatever. And the guy's like, welcome everybody to the Ark. Just to let you guys know, we're all here. There is, refreshments in the back, all this stuff. Let us pray. And we pray. He prays. I'm like, all right, yeah, pray. Like we do pray. We're like, oh, thank God. Like, thank God, please bless our set. Let us not piss off these Christians, whatever.
Please, Lord.
And then
Lord,
right before,
please let us not fuck this up.
He's like, just in case you guys need to pray, there's a prayer bus right outside with the lights lit up to it, with the lights trailing to it, so you can follow the path. In case you need to pray, there's a prayer bus. And without any further ado, here's 5 days ahead. I'm just like, I grab the mic. I'm like, hi. That was awkward.
Hi. You may want to go to the prayer bus.
Yeah, I was like, hi, that was awkward. Anyway, this is our first song, and yeah, the prayer bus is that way. And we just rip into it. Was at caller number 5, which is like about, the loss of friendship. And then we do Burn the Scrapbook, which is about the loss of friendship, but I'm screaming bloody murder.
Oh, God.
Oh, that went well. And the funny thing, the band's name was Head Noise. That's what it was. They were Head Noise. And so we come back to the green room and all that. We're chilling. And a girl's there. She's from a zine. And she wants to do an interview with us. So, yeah, no problem in the green room. Nope. We're doing this. And Head Noise is going on. And, we're respectful. And then afterwards, they're doing like this kumbaya. Like, they unplug everything and do this like whole like 2-hour-long BS session, whatever it is. Like, we're hearing it. And we're doing the interview in the back. And we can get loud in the interview.
Uh-huh.
So we start, and the drummer walks behind and slams the door. Slams the door. And I'm just like, the door's slammed, right? The preacher's out there, right? They're like, yeah. I walk over to the door, like, fuck you. I actually open the door, look at the preacher, and I have a sign with the word, and then I'm pointing the middle finger to it.
Chris, this is what really the prayer should have been.
Oh, Lord, do we have the strength to carry on this mighty task in one night? Or are we just jerking off? Amen.
Oh. No, the prayer should have been,
boys,
oh, Lord,
you're on your own.
Yeah, boys, Lord, you're on your own.
Yeah, the prayer should have been, Lord. Yeah, we're a secular band, and we're playing in front of a church and a Christian crowd.
Please let's not fuck this up.
Not die.
Yeah.
No,
Lord,
I mean, I know
please not let us fuck this up.
No, right. I know you wouldn't have done it, but my old singer would have done this if it was him. He goes, how the fuck y'all doing tonight?
Oh, God. What's up, fuckers?
That would have been the first words out of his mouth. How the fuck y'all doing tonight?
That's for another story. Anyway.
All right, it's 9 o'clock. Let's start. We're starting.
Welcome, everybody from Real to Heal.
Yes, on today's episode, we dive into our favorite sports movies in different categories. We just did a 30-minute conversation on music. We talk what we watched, and Chris.
Yes, tonight, finally, after a 3-week tease, unfortunately, Monstar could not be with us. It probably not going to be for the time being until things at his job go back to normal. So, he sends us our well wishes. Anyway, finally, we get into Sweet Mullets and Kung Fu. That's right, Cynthia Rothrock in Undefeatable.
And the eye puns will roll.
Oh, boy.
Oh, completely. They will roll. So, from Real to Heal, and we're here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to From Real to Heel. I'm your host, Evan Ronnie, and with me, as always...
It is I, Trips, and no, soldiers are not losers or suckers. Fuck you.
And
the Zombie Master, and I can't follow that up.
Sorry,
I don't even want to try.
I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just going to get it right out of the bat. What he said is fucked up. And for anybody who's part of a military family or knows someone who's been in a military family, that is a complete slap in the face. And that's not even political. No, that's just straight up like American.
Oh yeah, I agree with that one. But let's move on to some funnier stuff.
Right. That's why I just wanted to say it quick because we always say that. So fuck that, and I hope this is the one thing that sticks to them. Finally.
So, with that being said,
all in New York can get their wish.
Yes. So, I didn't see. So let's just get into what we watched this week. I watched a lot of reviews on Mulan. And who did this movie tank?
Oh boy. I guess I can't wait to see it this summer now.
Dude,
a live-action Disney movie that bombed.
So,
what a shock.
So I take, guys like Doug Walker, a.k.a. Nostalgia Critic.
Oh, I love Doug.
He does his reviews, and he's pretty down the middle. He opens up, he goes, shame. Shame on you, or dishonor. Dishonor on you, on your family, and on your cash cow, Disney.
Oh, see, that's the thing about Doug. Doug will not pull punches. If he don't like something, he'll tell you straight out.
But the fact that he literally goes dishonor on you, your family, and your cash cow, I'm like, okay, I like the Mulan reference there.
Yep.
All right, did they fuck up the song?
They didn't sing.
They didn't do To Be a Man?
No!
Oh, fuck that.
They didn't sing! And guess what?
That was the best part of Mulan. To be
apparently,
a man.
apparently Mulan has a sister?
Okay.
That fucked up the, what was it, at the very beginning when she's trying to be a wife?
Oh, I haven't seen original Mulan in years, so I don't know.
But I think Mulan did have a sister. I don't know.
But again, no Mushu. Okay, fine. But apparently they added a phoenix that did nothing.
Ah.
So yeah, I can't wait to see it in December and totally just say fuck you, Disney, even more.
Oh yeah. All right, what else did you watch?
AEW.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh. So, all right.
I did not watch AEW.
Okay, so first off, I went to Atlantic City on Saturday.
Yeah.
So I wasn't planning. I was just going there to walk. Me and Dee went there to walk around, and I was going to make sports bets. But apparently all the sports books that I go to are closed down there now. Didn't know that.
Of course.
Gotta do it online.
Do it online? Yep. I'll do it at William Hill. Still trying to figure out who the fuck to bet on. But anyway, pull up on my Facebook. There's a wrestling company that's running. I don't even know who the fuck it is. I look at the price of what it costs. It was bound by the Showboat in a Sandlot.
Okay.
They wanted $40 for GA.
General?
For GA.
How many people were there? 2?
There was about 30.
Oh, Jesus.
But that doesn't make
show? What was?
This was some brother show, but it wasn't Rob Fury. This was BCW was the company. And I'm looking, I'm like, okay, let me see the poster. There's no card. There was no card at all, and they wanted $40 for general admission.
Was there any stars? Was there any stars on the show?
Gangone and JTG and oh god damn it, why am I spacing? The guy that he's part of I forget the guy's name. Carter. Damian Carter?
Okay.
Nate Carter?
What?
Nate Carter?
No, it's not Nate Carter. Oh, if it was Nate Carter, it'd be a little bit better. Darius Carter.
Darius Carter.
Okay.
That's it. That's it. That was notable. That I knew. Let me put it this way. Chris, John, we both have been around the indie scene we know a lot of people on the indie scene for wrestling.
Yeah.
I only could pick out 4 of them.
Well, the 40 GA was totally because of JTG.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right. But then it was 60 for front row. 50 for second. 40 for GA.
Yeah, that is stupid.
But wait! It gets better!
But wait!
There's more! They did an all-out watch party with Tommy Dreamer.
At the same place?
At the same place. They wanted an additional $50 on top of that.
Fuck that.
And then, but wait! There's more!
Oh, God.
Another $40 on top of that to watch a death match with Kid Osborne and somebody else.
$40 on top of it?
They wanted a bundle of $160 for you to do the whole thing. From 2 in the afternoon to 1 o'clock in the
Whenever
morning.
all went off.
Yeah, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Stupid.
There's a stupidity that...
So, what made it even better was they didn't block off the ring. I'm standing on the fucking boardwalk heckling them.
Were they hearing you?
Yeah, Gango, I saw Gango in the ring. I go, Gango, you fucking suck! And I'm screaming it real loud. People are looking at me. Gango turns around and just flips off the boardwalk. I'm like, they heard me.
Do you know Gangone or
yes,
no?
I know Gangone.
So,
like, you suck, man.
So this shit happened on the boardwalk?
No, it happened in a sand pit next to the showboat.
Oh, God.
And basically, so if you're on the boardwalk, you can just walk right by it, no problem.
It literally was maybe about 30 yards from the boardwalk. So literally, you could stand on the rail on the boardwalk and watch wrestling. For nothing.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's the dumbest place to run.
Dude, GCW at least had the bright idea to run it on the beach by the boardwalk and use the fucking boardwalk as like, hey, we need this area blocked off.
Yeah, so people aren't just walking by and getting it for free.
Right. But also, too, is they also, like, when Joey faced Leo. It was,
of course.
They had matches on the board. Like, they went up onto the boardwalk to use the boardwalk as a prop, like part of the match. So they needed to block it off to make sure that nobody got hurt.
Of course. Speaking of hurt.
Yeah. But, like, John, we knew somebody that was there.
Oh.
Fucking Mittens.
Mikey was there?
Yes, Mikey was there. I'm like, Mikey, how much did you spend? He goes, 150. He goes, I'm watching All Out anyway. I might as well come down and just chill. I go, you better be paying. You better be getting this shit for free. You fucking go everywhere.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm surprised. You know who was at All Out? Camp was.
Yeah.
They actually let fans in for All Out. I can't believe they let fans
AEW's been doing fans in the stands.
Yeah, I know, but I can't believe Camp sat there, man. I heard that place was brutally humid that day.
Sounds about right.
But anyway, what else did you watch?
Well, no, because then I went home and I actually got home right for the start of AEW.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. We have no new champions. Everybody retained.
No, FTR won the title.
FTR won, yes. Fuck the Revival.
Yeah.
But they're also looking to split up Omega and
Hangman.
Yeah. The main event was a good main event.
That was Mox and
MJF.
MJF's going to be a superstar.
So
that guy's fucking awesome.
So during the match, obviously, the paradigm shift is banned. So you're thinking, all right, Moxley might have to pull something new. Nope. So MJF has got the Crimson Mask going, like full fucking. He's Eddie Guerrero busted open.
Yeah.
Wardlow throws the ring in the what was it, the diamond ring?
The $25,000 ring.
Yeah. Moxley stops him. Wardlow's got the ref's back turned. Paradigm shift 1, 2, 3. And Moxley looks at the camera and just goes, like fuck
whatever.
Yeah, I won. Yay. But everyone was screaming how much it was a bad show. There were moments that were really bad.
Yeah.
Matt Sydal made his debut.
And fucked it up in the process.
He went for the shooting star press and didn't even get over.
He slipped on the ropes.
Chris, did you see the memes of this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And you saw the memes of the other thing that I'm about to go into, and oh boy, Matt Hardy.
Yeah, the only match I saw, the only match I really saw was Britt Baker versus Swole.
Yeah, that one I actually missed.
But it was a fun match.
If you want to watch the pay-per-view, I have it.
Okay.
Somebody put it on YouTube. I recorded it off of YouTube, so I do have a copy of it if you want to see the whole show.
Okay.
I have the whole
well, main thing too, Matt Hardy, get better.
Oh, damn. That,
Tony Khan said he didn't suffer a concussion.
Bullshit.
I'm sorry. I heard his head hit that ground. You can't, it sounded like, what it is? Do you remember when Steamboat went against Jake Roberts and Jake Roberts DDT'd him? That's what it sounded like.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. Steamboat was actually knocked out. So was Hardy. I mean, Steamboat didn't come to for quite a while, but this was 1980-something. But when his head hit there, he wasn't fucking moving. I thought he broke his damn neck.
He didn't have any bleeding in the brain, which was good, but he had a concussion.
Oh, yeah. I mean, please.
Like, he had Christopher Daniels-style concussion.
And then they let the match continue, and he climbed the damn railing so they could throw Sammy off the thing. I'm like, fucking stop the match.
Yeah, so Sammy can get a concussion now.
And Sammy... dude, I'm sorry. What's the ref's name?
It's the girl one.
Yeah.
Aubrey Edwards.
Aubrey
Edwards.
She did the right thing, pretty much saying, no, this match should not keep going.
Yeah, and it should have stopped, I mean, I'm sorry. Guy almost cracked his skull open on the thing. Thankfully, he didn't. And the fact that Rebby Hardy went apeshit on Twitter. Oh, God, she was like, shame on everybody in the building. Like, look, everybody that ran it, but I think she was talking about the fans, too. Or like, what do the fans got to do? The fans didn't do anything.
They probably asked. They probably were like, Matt, can you go? Matt, of course, is going to be like, yeah, I can go.
Yeah, no,
I don't think Matt was in his right frame of mind with that.
That's where the ref needs to step in and say, no, you're not.
That's where the same thing with what's happening with college football and COVID, like, you need to sometimes you need to save the athlete from themselves.
Right.
No, you're absolutely right. Like I said, we haven't just spin that and we'll spin it back. The pros, that's your job. Your college job is to get an education.
Right.
Now back to the other thing. Then I also am watching the Mimosa Mayhem match.
Oh, Orange and Jericho.
Oh my God, that was fucking hilarious.
I mean, I flipped through it. I didn't watch it all through, but I watched the highlight. I watched some highlights of it. Like I said, I recorded it, and I was watching. I was doing other stuff around my place, and I could see it in the background, and I would tune in to just make sure it's still recording, and I would see things, and I saw when Matt Hardy fell. They showed the replay 1,000 fucking times, it seems. And I stopped and I watched that, and I'm like, shit, Matt, just stay the hell down.
So, during the Mimosa Mayhem match, Chris, so to let you know this, there's only 3 ways to win a Mimosa Mayhem match. Pinfall, submission, or dunking your opponent in 500 gallons of mimosa.
Right.
Oh my god.
And of course, as soon as I heard the thing Mimosa Mayhem match, I'm like, Jericho's losing that match. Because Jericho loses every match he invents. Because it always involves some humiliating way to end. And the guy's like, I'm not going to take that. Jericho's like, well, I'll take it.
Oh, Jericho's been known for taking stupid bumps that just make him look like an idiot, but it gets him over.
Oh, completely.
Dude, he took it off the top rope, just flat back right, like backdrop right into the fucking mimosa. Dude, it was freaking great.
Oh, yeah. I heard, like, he went to, like, Powerbomb Orange, and Orange basically did, like, a Hurricane Rana or some shit.
He did a Hurricane Rana, and then he put him up on the top rope, hit him with the orange Superman punch, and then he fell back into the...
Oh, God.
Hey, it was a good match. Everyone's saying, oh, All Out was not good. I beg to differ. It was fun.
All right.
It was fun.
All right. I have one thing about All Out that I think makes no sense right now.
What's up?
All right. So, do you honestly think Lance Archer is going to beat Mox?
Hell no.
Depends. I mean, depends. If it's straight up, no. If it's a gimmick style match, you could have someone interfere.
I'm sorry, Lance Archer is not AEW Championship material. He's nowhere near it.
I don't know who you're going to have because right now I'll say this. The one team that I thought would have gold right now has been putting themselves out of the fucking spotlight, and that's the Bucks.
Oh, yeah.
The only guy I could see that could possibly even give Moxley a match, I mean, and they already did it one time, and Taz threw in the towel. They needed, like, that was a feud right there. Him and Brian Cage worked perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because Brody Lee's got the TNT title, so it makes no sense for him to go after Mox.
Besides, he already fought Mox once.
I mean, MJF could do it, but, like, you know, he's always going to need Wardlow. He's always going to need Wardlow for that. I mean, because he's a heel, I get it. But Lance Archer?
I mean, it doesn't help that he has Jake with him. It really doesn't, because Jake's just kind of there.
Well, same thing with Tully and FTR. You know?
See, that's the issue right now that AEW has. Like, it's weird because WWE's big problem is their tag team division.
Yeah.
More than anything. AEW has a great tag team division, but it's like their singles wrestlers, like their stories for singles are
kind of
awful.
They're going to rehash all stuff. Like, the best thing now, the fact that NXT is moving to Tuesdays might actually be the best thing for everybody right now.
The stories, the AEW storylines for, you know, their singles stars are just like, they're nowhere really. I mean, there's Mox and MJF, and it's like, you can't, well, there is a way you can revisit it because MJF could go to the video and say, I was beaten with an illegal move, so therefore the match is thrown out. Which, you know, I would do if I'm a heel, and I would write it that way.
Yeah.
And then have the match, you know, and then you could get a feud out of it. But, like, the TNT title, there's no feud. The only feud is with Cody, and Cody's taking time off.
Yeah, that's another match. And, boy, they have been pushing Scorpio, which I love.
They've been talking about pushing Scorpio since they all debuted in AEW, they said Scorpio is going to be the next megastar because Kazarian is Kazarian. Daniels is at the end of his career. Daniels don't have much left in the tank for him. Scorpio, they're going to push Scorpio to the, no pun intended, they're going to push him to the sky.
A boo.
No, I said no pun intended.
I know, but I'm just saying a boo.
But
the
biggest problem AEW has right now is they're not pushing anyone right now because they don't have the packed fans. They don't have the packed house. But that's hurting their TV product big time because this is when you can get people over. You know, you could write them to be over that way because all of a sudden you write them the way you want. You know, instead of
you don't dictate what the crowd says.
Yeah.
Right. But the crowd also half the time is always like, oh, well, this guy said this on social media, so I like him, regardless of storyline. You know, oh, I like him on. That's what fans do.
Well, and then you get the fucking idiots that go after fucking good old JR.
Oh, for the wardrobe malfunction joke?
Yes.
Dude, all right. The biggest one of that, where the fans like, oh my God, I love his social media presence, da-da-da-da-da-da. And then they say push him, was Matt Cardona, a.k.a. Zack Ryder.
Yeah, his YouTube stuff is what got
him. Right. Then they pushed him to a title. Then they pushed him to a title. He had it for a little bit. You know, WWE's thinking, okay, well, the fans are going to be really behind him. They're going to move the needle. And then after he won the title, the fan reception was, eh. You know, it's like, oh, he's a great guy on social media, but now I have to watch his match. And he's not that great of a wrestler. And you're like, all right.
That's why, like, when he won the IC title at Mania in Jersey, huge pop. Because he's a New Yorker.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, social media presence, yada, 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 yada.
And guess what? The next night on Raw, drops it to The Miz.
Yeah, because, again, you get great on social media, but then, you know, as soon as they get something, they're like, whatever. You know, then it falls. So then, as soon as he loses it, someone will start like, man, Zack Ryder should have the title again. Da-da-da. You know, and it just continues on. And it's so dumb. So AEW thinking that, oh, well, we have to wait for what the fans think. It's like, no, write your guy the way you want. And, you know, if the fans take to them, they do. If they don't, then you change it. But don't be like, oh, well, we have to wait. And be in a holding pattern where now the singles division is suffering. Because are you going to, I mean, they should drag this out with MJF and Mox, but I doubt they're going to. The TNT title is basically now just in limbo. It's Brody Lee, and, you know, he's not going to defend it every week. So, you know, when? You know, and then the first guy he has to defend it against is like Dustin Rhodes. Like, come on. Or whoever, like, you know what I mean? The tag team division is good, but the tag team wrestling only goes so far.
Right.
And we all know that the women's division in AEW is awful.
Wait, they have
except for a couple storylines. But when it comes to like the actual in-ring, it's awful.
Say, wait, they have a women's division?
Yeah. It's hilarious that Swole and Britt Baker is a better storyline and should have gotten top billing over the title match, which was Rosa versus Sheeta. And they didn't build it up for shit.
Dude, that match was boring as fucking shit.
I'm just saying, like, a WWE Women's Championship match, like, even, like, if it was champion versus champion, you know WWE would be booking the shit out of that. And they'd have it, they would have that thing so built up to the point where you're just like, oh, shit, I can't wait for this match. You know, all you saw is Sheeta beat Serena Deeb. Or you saw Rosa beat Serena Deeb. You see Sheeta beat some bullshit person on Dark. That's if you even watch Dark.
I watch it on occasion.
Yeah, which some people don't. You know, it's like, you know how I watch Dark? I go, oh, look at this match. I fast forward it. All right, this match. Nope, not interested. Fast forward. This match. All right, well, I'll watch this one. All right, cool. Done. This match. Fast forward. Like, I could watch AEW Dark in like 20 minutes. Because they have no promos backstage, no nothing. It's basically just people wrestling, and it's usually it's a bunch of also-rans that you know aren't going to do anything. And that's where there's no storyline. Like, they could start storylines. The only storyline they started on Dark was Avalon and the other guy.
Right.
And there's still a losing tag team. So what's the point? Like, they've teased Leva Bates leaving Avalon forever, and they never do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like how somebody on the thing goes, like, when Bray Wyatt introduced, says, oh, a new friend's coming to the Firefly Funhouse this week. I'm like, next week, I'm like, it better be Alexa Bliss. Don't.
Oh, they've been teasing the shit out of the Alexa Bliss stuff.
Yeah.
She's changed.
Don't be giving us crumbs and then all of a sudden switch. And one guy's like, knowing WWE and how, I'm like, knowing WWE's booking. I'm like, no. WWE's booking is not going to be like, they're not going to try to be too smart for their own good, especially when they're dropping hints.
And also, there's a difference between their booking and their storytelling.
Yeah, in their storytelling, where AEW would drop hints and then all of a sudden it would never happen.
Yeah.
It'd be like 6 months later. Well, is the person never going to join or what?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, that's like with Leva Bates. Leva Bates has been teasing leaving Peter Avalon for freaking 4 months. And it's spinning its wheels. This is the point where with AEW, I'm watching it like how I watch Raw. Fast forward. Oh, that's interesting. Fast forward. Like, that's how I'm watching AEW Dynamite.
Yeah.
I wasn't before. But it seems as soon as they got comfortable thinking things like, oh, yeah, we know how to do these things, and then they just spin their wheels, it gets annoying.
Yeah, and then finally, the last thing I watched, and then we'll go to you guys. I watched New Japan again, and they actually are they just dropped the 5th episode of their TV show. They run a TV show on there where it's split between, because you know how like a lot of the Gaijin are still in America. They're out in LA. Because they can't get over to Japan. They're not doing live shows anymore. They're doing hour-taped segments, or taped an hour, and they're splitting it between Japan, the dojo in Japan, and the dojo in LA. And they're doing matches like almost like a tape, they're almost doing a Raw.
Oh, that's cool.
And they're doing matches there, but they're keeping storylines going, so when they can have people come back to Japan, they can kick off with the LA dojo can be in a certain way, and then boom, they can jump in.
All right.
Like they had Jay White. They're doing a feud right now with Jay White and oh god damn it,
Evil.
Evil. But they just debuted Freddie. Derek Young.
Darren Young?
Darren Young, thank you. He's now part of New Japan.
Oh, wow.
So they've been...
Good for him.
They just put him there, so... It's something... It's something now. I'm happy that they're doing something with New Japan, finally.
Yeah.
But, alright, Chris, what did you watch? If he's still there.
Chris.
Okay, John, what did you watch?
Okay, well, I watched AEW.
Yes.
I watched that. Well, like I said, I didn't watch it when it happened. I watched it the next day on YouTube and stuff like that. And we're not going to go into it, but I pretty much agree with everything you said about the show. It's good, but I decided to binge watch a old show from the fighting state of Minnesota, Coach.
Oh yeah.
God,
I mean, I don't care how many times I watch those, they are still fucking funny as fuck.
Oh, they're always good.
I mean, I love the only one I keep forgetting his name, Dauber. I love Dauber, man. He's just funny as hell. But no, that's pretty much all I watched this weekend. I wasn't really around much this weekend, but that was pretty much it. Pretty base, pretty simple.
Yeah, let me see here. Excuse me. But besides some college football,
yeah,
I watched a lot of YouTube stuff.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, like Cobra Kai theory, other things.
Which I heard another theory recently, which makes me wonder, but that's beside the point.
Angry Joe. I know the one. Like, I mean, Billy Zabka basically hinted that there's going to be time jumps.
Yeah.
In Cobra Kai, and we might see some Terry Silver.
Yeah, but another one I heard is that somebody said that Miyagi and Chozen are related somehow. That was another theory I heard somebody say. But I don't know how true that's going to be. That's just fan speculation.
Who knows? Could be.
Could be a son, could be a relative. Who knows?
Well, they're related karate way. They practice the same style.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. No, but I'm saying there might be a blood relation to them. That's what I'm saying. That's the rumor I heard. But like I said, I ever since they announced season 3 is going to be coming soon, the fan speculation is like every other day there's a new speculation coming out. Who this person's going to come out. Another one I heard that the girl in Cobra Kai, that evil girl, what's her name?
Tori?
Yeah, that's Allie's daughter.
No.
That's another one I heard. Could it be Allie's daughter? And I'm like,
it's not. Because Tori's last name is Nichols. Because like when Kreese says like all these people, he was like Diaz, this, that, Nichols. And when he said Nichols, she looks and everybody else looks. And they even, a person tweeted, the show creator is like, is Nichols Tori's last name? It's like, yes. Because if it was Tori was Allie's daughter, her last name would be Schwarber.
Yeah, well, like I said, that was just a rumor I had heard. And I was like, how, yeah. It's like, my thing is, it's like, hold all your theories until after the show airs, because all you're really doing is like, you're just building yourself up. It's like, look, we all want it. We all wish it was debuting now, because this would be the perfect time to debut season 3, because it's #1 on Netflix right now. It's running an it's like a storyline in wrestling. You got something hot, strike while the iron's hot.
Oh yeah, definitely. And the thing is, like, the creator said it's filmed, edited, ready to go. Netflix, all they have to do is just hit the green light to, release it. And they want to wait till 2021. I'm like, no, you do that now.
I mean, because right now, I'm just saying, not that there wouldn't be hype for it, but, it's like right now, there's, not that it'll die down, but who knows what 2021 is going to bring,
Yeah, that's my thing. Like, well, I'm Netflix, and I'm seeing how hot everything is at the fever pitch right now for Cobra Kai, and I know that it's edited, filmed, edited. I guess they're just putting titles on it.
It's basically in the can.
Yeah, all they gotta do is just put titles and post like credits and shit on it. If that's the case, I'm telling the guys, yo, hurry this shit up and let's release it. Because even if you release one episode a week.
Let me put it this way. If they were to drop Cobra Kai tomorrow, I'm just saying, the 3rd season, the world would shut down because everybody would be at home watching that shit. because it's that big right now. I mean,
oh, yeah.
I mean, for God's sakes, Bill and Ted, that thing's reaching millions and millions of on-demand shit already. It's only been out for less than a week.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and it's like, if you got something so white hot that people are clamoring for, why would you wait?
It's true.
Why would you fucking wait? I'm sorry. If I'm Netflix and I want to up my subscription rate, release season 3 of Cobra Kai. You'll get your. Some people might have said, "Oh fuck it, I'm leaving Netflix." You release that, you're gonna get bombarded.
Oh, I know, because Hulu's chomping at the bit to release the season 9 of Letterkenny.
Of what?
Letterkenny.
And the other show that I'm waiting desperately for, which is supposedly done too, is Stranger Things. The final season. That's supposedly done too. But they're going to wait until next summer, for godforsaken reasons, to release that next summer.
Oh, yeah.
Why would you wait fucking so long? You've got people, I mean, kids are going to be in fucking college by the time this thing gets released. You know, I mean, how are they going to justify such a jump?
Well, it's
in ages with these kids.
Well, I think it's the final season.
Well, they already said season 4 is it. This is going to put a final.
So they're probably doing post. They're probably doing a lot of like post stuff, like titles and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like one other show that's finally just getting back to work is Saved by the Bell reboot. Elizabeth Berkley went out on Twitter the other day and was saying, finally back to work, finally going to wrap up so we can release the season. Because the only thing, Mark Paul Gosselaar and Tiffany Thiessen were set to film their stuff. Because Mark Paul even put a picture. He's like, getting my blonde wig on because there's no way in hell I'm bleaching my hair again. And then that's right when the pandemic hit. So they had to stop. So all of Mario's, Elizabeth's stuff was all done. But they couldn't do any stuff with Zach or Kelly because everything got shut down. But now they're back at work. Now they can finish it with their parts. And then they can, because people have been like, I signed up for Peacock. Where the hell's the Saved by the Bell reboot? Because they had to finish it. It's not finished.
Reboot? I mean, wouldn't it be a reunion? Because if they're having the original cast.
It is. It's a reboot. It's a reboot is because Mario's a teacher at the school. Elizabeth Berkley's, I think, a lawyer or something. Zach's supposedly like a governor or something. Or
yeah, he's the governor of
California.
He's the reason that you get the integration for Bayside.
And, you know, he's still married to Kelly, and their son is going to Bayside. So it's going to basically be the original cast with new people.
So it's not even really going to be Saved by the Bell because it's going to be, they're not even going to take place through most of the high school. It's going to take place
it is. A good chunk of it is. No, a good chunk of it is going to be in the high school because Zach's son goes there. Jesse's daughter is going there, or Jesse's son, or something. Their kids are going to Bayside.
Yeah, then those people, like the originals, should be more supporting and not the main stars. Because if they're the main stars, it's, you know, you're going to take away from the kids at the high school.
Well, I don't know. Like I said, it'll be interesting. All I know is there's 3 people from the original cast. They've already said are not part of this. Lark Voorhees is not part of it because she's got some mental health issues right now that she's battling. She's battling some bad stuff, and I hope she comes through on everything. Dennis Haskins is like, I've done Mr. Belding to death. I don't want to do it anymore. He might do a cameo, but he doesn't want to be part of the series. And obviously, Dustin Diamond, nobody wants anything to do with because the guy's a major douchebag.
Right.
Isn't he also in jail?
No, he's out. He's out.
Oh, okay.
Because I went to go. There was a place in Garwood called Crossroads.
Yeah.
They put up a pop-up show. He was going to do a live stand-up, $10 tickets. I said, fuck it, I'm going. And I went and I got to see his stand-up. He sucks. But I met him after the show. I took a picture with him after the show. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I got to meet Screech from Saved by the Bell. You know, and it was a $10 ticket. There was about 30 people there because it was just, it was literally added. The show was on Wednesday. They added it on Monday. So there was no promotion behind it. It was just a pop-up show. So, but anyway. Ronnie, Chris, what did you watch?
All right. Well, yeah, with the theories and stuff like that. Also, I watched. It was hilarious because you ever see the Angry Joe show?
Yes.
I love Angry Joe.
Oh my! All right, his rant on Madden 21 was legendary.
I'll be right back. I gotta go take a piss. I'll be right back.
$1. That one. The faces. 18.90. You want me to pay you 18.99 for fucking green? 18.99 for green. The best one though, because he actually tried to play Madden Ultimate Team.
Oh yeah. Good luck. Like
no. He played the one thing. Is like, challenge completed. You win. And he's like, and he didn't play. He's like, that was a challenge. It's like football achieved. You've achieved football. And dude, I'm gonna take that and use that for the Nerd Zone.
Yes.
Football achieved. You've achieved football. When he said that.
Dude, I'm sorry, but Madden has not been Madden since 2010.
Oh, yeah. When he said that, football achieved, you've achieved football, I lost it.
You know what EA Sports really should do? Don't make it a disc game. Put a disc game out, and then just put out roster updates and charge like a $20 update.
What is this for Madden 21? You said?
Yeah, I'm saying like they should really just say fuck it and just make it until you make something completely new about the game. Just go and fucking make it a roster update and charge $20 for an update.
Right.
Where they have Madden 21, where they have more character customization options in the yard than in franchise.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's getting to a point now where, Madden Ultimate Team, fuck you, I want to play my fucking franchise mode. I want to play online with the regular teams. Oh no, you gotta play with your Ultimate Team. Fuck you!
Like when he had, like how he's doing his hair and this and that, and it's just like, holy shit. Doing all his hair, and then all of a sudden he goes to franchise and it's like 5 faces.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
You can't customize cleats. He's just like the yard. And it's like, and then he plays Madden. Like I said, football achieved. You've achieved football.
Like, they need to stop with this shit because 2K needs to come out and be like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it, we're done. If you want to buy shit, it's custom.
Even more egregious. NBA 2K20. I mean, shit. My player or whatever, isn't it still called My Player?
Yeah, My Player.
Yeah, My Player in 2K, like, yeah, you play certain games, but if you want to level up and all that, I mean, you have to basically go into like a virtual casino. It's disgusting. Because I was trying to play, the whole My Career thing.
Dude, you know what I've been playing? I've literally been playing just a regular season with my team. I have not even touched anything online. I've been playing season. That's it.
Yeah, but I just wanted, I wanted to play My Player. Right. You get drafted, all this shit. I'm like, all right, this is going to be awesome. This is cool. I'm through the G League. And it's like, oh, you have to improve. So I'm doing practicing and all that stuff, and I'm reading online, like, how the hell can you improve? And it's like, oh, you can buy stat, or you can wager shit and take advantage of, like, you know, the whole hub and all that. And it's like a gambling thing. I'm like, fuck this.
A family picture.
Yeah, I mean, that's like, see, the thing I love about UFC 4, they got rid of all that Ultimate Team bullshit.
Oh, I think now it's getting to a point where fans are starting to turn on this loot box crap.
Yeah, like, UFC 4 got rid of the loot box shit. Like, everything they have things that are locked behind credits and all that, and you can buy them, but you can also achieve them by grinding and getting other things through the game.
The base game, when it comes to stuff like that, the base game should never be fucked with. If you want to do an online, like, this is how games should really be. You want to play online, or you want to play single player, there should be a base of that. You get certain teams, like, especially for Madden. I want to play the Jets. I want to play as the Jets. I don't want to play with Cam Newton as my quarterback and 4 Darrelle Revises on the defense.
See, the only thing that should be like DLC, really, not the Madden Ultimate Team shit, like historical teams.
Not even that. It depends. I think you should be able to buy them via credit.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, like, no, I'm saying, like, you know, they have DLC for certain things. Like,
yeah,
you know, like, you can't play with the historical teams online, but, you know, like, oh, like, for $9.99, you have, like, you know, like 10 or like 15 historical teams.
Right.
With the actual, you know, with the actual players, with them looking accurate. I mean, that would make sense. That'd be worth it if you're going to do it. Like, even with the old school uniforms.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, even with the old school look and all that. You know, but to have, like, just Ultimate Team shit is so dumb. I hate Ultimate Team. Anyway. Like, I hate all that shit. But I did play, I mean, like I said, I played some UFC 4, and I picked up Control again.
Yes, you were telling me about that.
The reason why? Because Control did something for games that a ton of single-player games should do. Because as much as you want to do the challenge and all that shit, I mean, like, and Remedy's games have always been really, really challenging.
Yeah.
But the one thing that also separates Remedy from everybody else, really, is the ridiculous next-level storytelling. And they get it that there are certain games where you just want to play through the story and see the storyline without having to get, you know, ridiculously punched in the face and slapped in the face and, you know, basically...
In easy mode.
Yeah, like, you know, you want to play through the story without the game smacking its dick across your face. You know what I mean? Like, psh, take that, asshole. Psh. You know, they're not going to Itagaki at all.
Right.
Where Ninja Gaiden 2, great story. If you can defeat it. Great story. Good luck seeing it.
That's
why they made YouTube.
Right, yeah, exactly.
That's why they made YouTube. And they had game testers that would release the damn story on YouTube. Like, even way back in the day, and Itagaki's like, you want to get to that? You got to beat this. And you're like, fuck. You know, but what Control did, they offered a thing like an assist menu.
Uh-huh.
And you can do everything. Like, you can set one-hit kills, which I love. I love one-shot kills. Because it's more realistic. Rather than where you're just shooting the person 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 times and they keep coming at you. I don't care if you are possessed by an entity. If I shoot you in the head, you die. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they have that thing. You can turn off. You can turn off so Jessie can't die unless. I mean, she can fall to her death, but she's not going to get the shit kicked out of her and die from like you getting ambushed by 5,000 fucking hits. Which Control has a thing that like you'll be fighting one guy, all of a sudden like 10 people will creep up from behind. You didn't even know.
Right.
And like explode on you, go to town on you, destroy you. So you can adjust that to where you just want to play and have fun. So basically they have a God mode. And, you know, oh, God mode, it's not challenging enough. Some people don't want to play challenging right away.
Well, it's kind of like Dark Souls.
Well, some people just want to have fun and play a game.
Yeah.
And then you go through the whole storyline, and the storyline's great. But what's the thing that always gets in the way of a really good storyline is like the ridiculously hard challenge. You know, it's like, man, I'd love to see that storyline. Too bad, you know, it's so ridiculously hard. And then after a while, you try to pick it up again and play it again, and then you're reminded why you like the game. But then you're also reminded why you stopped playing it in the first place.
Right.
You'll get like, you know, maybe 2 levels, and you're like, all right, cool. And then you just get the shit beat out of you no matter what you do. You'll try to pick it up for 2 more days. And if you keep getting the shit kicked out of you at the same spot for 2 more days, after a while, you're just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to take the mulligan on this one.
Take the knee.
Yeah. You're basically just going to take it. Be like, you know what? You are better than me, game. I don't care. But what Remedy did, they saw that like storyline things for YouTube views were going up. But a lot of people on boards were complaining the game was like ridiculous, too hard, and you know unbalanced and all that. So what Remedy did was basically like we recognize that the game is very unbalanced. Here are the tools to balance it yourself to how you want. Like, if you want to play as a God mode, play God mode. It won't deter you away from achievements or anything like that. You can enjoy the game. You can enjoy the story, enjoy playing the game, because this is a game. Like, this is a game. Games are supposed to be fun. Games aren't supposed to make you want to throw your controller through your TV.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Like when you play Mortal Kombat, when you play Mortal Kombat like regular, with the towers and all that, you know, that's fun. When you play online, half the time it's not fun because someone's lagging or someone's cheesing, you know, or something like that, to the point where you just don't want to play. And that's why I've said for the longest time that, you know, online communities are toxic. Which they are. Especially online gaming communities. I mean, how many times you try to play a game in Madden where the guy just ducks out after you score a touchdown on him?
Dude, I don't play online Madden anymore. I used to be really good. I used to play against people that were best, like, top 25 in the world. And then after a while where I found out there was a fucking cheat with a blitz, and then it was like, oh, I'm just gonna throw the high bomb and jump over people. It's like, you're the reason no one wants to play this game. Oh, and then now you gotta pay to have your team. It's like, bye. I'm just gonna play fucking solo, and this is why I have EA access, so I don't have to pay.
Right.
This game just becomes free for me. It's $30 for a fucking year. This game becomes free right after the Super Bowl. Bye. Like, I'm good. I'm not spending $60 fucking on your shitty ass game.
Not to mention that, like after you play Madden, you don't want to play. You just rather watch the damn thing on Sunday anyway.
Yeah.
You don't even want to play it.
No.
And then you got.
If I'm gonna play it, I'll play it. If I'm gonna play it, I'll fucking play it on. I'll fucking play franchise mode and just have fun with that.
Yeah. And Control, like, I mean, I will get both the expansions, which is the Foundation and AWE. I'll get them because it's like things that add to the game, like, and especially AWE because it ties Alan Wake to it.
Yep.
So now you have your own gaming universe in Remedy. I'm like, now if they release the thing for Control where they tie Quantum Break to it, I might have to buy Quantum Break for $7.99 again.
AWE, Alan Wake experience.
Well, AWE is like an Altered World event.
Yeah, well, Alan Wake experience also sounds about right too.
Yeah, but like, and they had, I mean, the biggest problem I had with Quantum Break was too much damn memory.
Yeah.
For the TV show, for the episodes of the show, and then the game on top of it, you're just like, my God. It was a great idea. What they should have done is just release the shows on YouTube, which I think they finally did do, so you didn't have to download that shit.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, but Control got it right.
Yep.
And I figured they would because usually companies like Remedy and Rocksteady usually do get it right. Like even NetherRealm and WB Games to an extent get it right.
Yeah.
Well, NetherRealm especially.
Oh, Ed Boon fucking been doing this shit for fucking years.
Oh, yeah. And Gunn is starting to get it right. Like, though. It's weird because EA gets it so bad. They took out the microtransactions from UFC 4. Thank God. I mean, you can buy them with microtransactions or you can earn them. Which I'm just like, thank fucking God.
Give people the option.
Yeah, then they add, like the Yard and they add the Kumite and they add certain things that's DLC. It's like, all right, cool, whatever. But at least you're not microtransacting everything. Because that gets annoying. I mean, like how WWE 2K has even started doing that shit. Like, hi, you want solid black tights? Well, you gotta buy them. It's like, why do I gotta buy solid black tights? Or this cool tattoo, but no, you have to buy it. Like, there are certain bells and whistles that should be, I guess, left behind a paywall if they want to for create a wrestler or create a character.
But it shouldn't be
moves. Yeah, but not the basics. Like, if I want a black hat, I shouldn't have to buy it.
Right.
Now, if I want to wear a hat that has a wrestler's logo on it or something like that, yeah, fine, I get it. But just a simple black hat that I make my own logo with? No.
Yeah.
That gets so annoying, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely. But, all right, we're closing in on the 2-hour mark. Let's get into the...
Yeah, sorry.
We'll
and then,
we'll do the movie things another time because if we do that, it's going to take 3 hours to get through all this shit. And God forbid, I don't think we want to be here for 3 hours.
What, the sports movie thing?
Yeah, I think
we can do that.
Let's do that.
If you want to do a half an hour on it, then a half an hour on the movie, that's fine. If you want to do it that way.
I don't think. No, what he's saying is like we're doing our top 5 or whatever sports movies. Like, let's just do it next week.
Yeah, let's.
That's fine. Man. We'll do it.
Let's just get into undefeatable. I was about to say
undefeatable. All right, and to set the mood, I have a little ditty.
Oh boy!
It's to the tune of Cheers.
Ah.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you got. Come on, you know it. Having a sister pay your tuition sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Da, da, da. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. Bum, 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 bum. And they're all in kung fu gangs. Dun, dun. You want to go where people know Eagle, Tiger, and Crane. Everyone here is in a kung fu gang. Da, 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 da. Well, it's making fun that everybody in this movie knows kung fu.
Oh, trust me, that was something I noticed.
Yeah, the therapist knew it. The sister knew it. The fucking guy walking down the street knew it. The guys in a parking garage knew it.
Mm-hmm.
So Chris,
I wish I had a janitor that knew it.
So Chris,
you don't like my broom style.
So Chris, tell us about this. So since this is your pick, go for it.
All right. Undefeatable. Basically it's like two stories that converge into one at the end, and they crash into it really, really crazy. And if you see the version in Hong Kong called Bloody Mary Killer, it adds another story on top of it that has nothing to do with the story at hand.
I just watched it on YouTube today.
Yeah, that one is weird. Undefeatable stars Cynthia Rothrock and Don Niem and John Miller, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Stars Cynthia Rothrock, Don Niem, John Miller, Donna Jason are the big ones. So, the star is Cynthia Rothrock. And if you see the version Bloody Mary Killer, that stars Robin Shell.
Yeah.
Liu Kang himself with Cynthia Rothrock. And they had a whole Hong Kong-y thing with it that made no sense. Like it revolved around some karaoke guy and he died. What? Yeah.
Anyway.
It's what Hong Kong does. It's like how Hong Kong will take a perfectly fine story and then add some weird shit on top of it that makes you just like go, why?
Yeah, why do we need this?
Right. This is directed by Godfrey Ho, which in this one, in the American version, is Godfrey Hall. I guess he was trying to escape the Ninja Squad stench.
Yeah, it didn't really work, did it?
No, it didn't.
No.
So basically, the summary of this is Christy is fighting underground to pay her sister's tuition for medical school, which when she's finally done, she will in turn pay Christy's tuition to go to college.
Right.
Meanwhile, through all this, a man named Stingray.
A man named Sting.
The man named Stingray.
Oh, God.
And I even asked the Cobra Kai creator, like, did the character Stingray, was that like a homage to Don Niem's guy? And I don't know yet. I think it is. Because it would make sense. Anyway. So Stingray is in a death match. And at the same time, basically, Stingray gets left by his wife, Anna.
Yeah.
After a hearty session of rape and steak.
Yeah, which I thought was just like... Now, this is where I want to discuss. A couple of months ago, we did a movie called Thank God It's Friday.
Yeah.
And I was ridiculed for picking this because it seemed too rapey. That was the words that were used.
Yes,
and
it was very dangerous.
Let me finish. They were too rapey, but it was a silly screwball comedy from the 70s where a guy gets a drug put into his drink. We think it's going to be something, but nothing happens. So here I am watching this movie today, and like he said, the opening of the movie, we see this guy basically brutalizing his wife, and not just I'm going to attack it. No, this was brutal, and it was disturbing to watch. It really was. And I almost turned it off because I don't think I could have. I'm thankful it was quick because I don't think I would have sat through it. That was a little off-putting to me. But I don't know how you guys. I don't know how Ronnie felt, but I was a little off-put by it. But that's just my opinion.
All right, when I first saw it, all right, then I guess we're just gonna get with it. Fuck the summary. All right, so and we're off. And we're off. So Anna is at Jennifer Simmons, Dr. Simmons's place, and she's explaining how she was in love with Stingray.
Yeah.
She was in love with Stingray, and Stingray, but lately he's become very violent. And we see Stingray fighting in a death match.
Bad death match at that.
Oh, yeah. Which I'm just like... Well, first off, a couple points right there. You like the synth music in the beginning? Get used to it, because that's all the music. Like, did you notice that the same music? Dum, 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 dum. Like, the same music constantly played throughout this whole movie, no matter what.
Yeah.
All I could say is Stingray had crazy eyes and a mullet.
That's on the screen.
Yeah.
That's on the screen right now.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you want to talk about crazy eyes? I mean, wait.
Oh yeah. What I want to know. Oh, the crazy. Oh, there it is. Whoa! That's not even the best one. The best one is at the end when he has when he rips his shirt off. He's like,
the one that you always post. Yeah.
Yes, that one.
I didn't save that one, so it's not on here.
All right, so Anna tells the psychologist that Stingray kills for money in death matches. But apparently these death matches are kickboxing matches in a ring with gloves and footies and mouth guards. I mean, it's a little fucked up in the death match. They didn't even really have a chance to boil and fit their mouth guard, but... No, did you notice that?
Yeah.
It is the most watered-down death match you've ever seen.
Like, dude, they didn't even get a chance to boil and fit the mouth guard. It's like, fuck that. Already it's a death match, so why are you wearing a mouth guard?
You gotta protect your teeth.
Who gives a fuck? One of the guys is gonna die.
Die in the kumite.
Yeah, you're gonna die in a damn kumite. What the fuck? You know what I mean?
But you know what it is? I find it interesting. After he brutalizes his wife, and she's sitting there on the floor, and he's eating, he's like, come on, eat. I mean, there's nothing like you want to do after that is eat.
Because he's messed up. All right. So, the funniest part about this whole scene in the beginning, besides them kicking and it's really bad, and then they have the elbow where it's and he puts the mouth and apparently that's supposed to mean he died.
Yeah.
But when Chris put up a thing today, it's like a movie about kicking and screaming, I think you said, or something. I forget how you worded it on Facebook today. Something about screaming. Yeah, you weren't kidding about the screaming part.
Oh, I would.
Everybody was fucking screaming in this movie. It's like, I mean, it's like, really, dude?
Yeah, mullets, kung fu, and screaming. So, all right, so the mouth guard, all right, whatever. And then the funniest part about it is after that, you need to tell him and da-da-da-da. And then Anna says, oh, can you talk to him for me? It's like, oh, can you talk to the guy who murders for money and who rapes me?
I can do that if you want me to.
Only if he's
yeah. Can you talk?
Up.
Yeah, can you talk to the guy who murders for money, and who rapes me for me? Oh yeah, you talk to him. I mean,
to make me an appointment.
At this point, they're married, so it's not technically rape; it's abuse, which is fucked up. It is fucked up, but the point is, all right. The point for that is because they see the sweet mullet, so they know you're automatically going to be like, dude, that's a hell of a mullet. And then, like, Stingray, badass. So all of a sudden, they put this there, so he's bad, and you're not going to be like, oh my God, he's awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The mullet made him evil.
Yeah. Where, like, the difference with Thank God It's Friday is, like, a lot of the people that were rapey really weren't, like, bad, or good. They were somewhere in the middle, and nothing happened to them.
Exactly.
That was what I was saying. Like, it's like they're just getting away with it. Where Stingray does get his comeuppance.
Oh, yeah.
If he didn't get his comeuppance, I wouldn't even, thought to even recommend this. Yeah.
So basically, Anna leaves him, and he freaks out, and all of a sudden we go to a flashback.
All right. The funny part with the horrible scene where you're like, Anna, I'm home, and she's like, let's have sex. Like, come here, baby, and then it is so canned. The abuse scene is so freaking canned. I mean, it's
Tell
like,
me why Zoe is better acting than this guy.
Dude, it's like she had to write his lines on her hand.
Maybe they were on her back.
It's like,
Anna, where are you? No, that's when that's when he leaves her.
Yeah, like give me your thing. Like, like, no, baby, I want this. You're not gonna tell me. And then he does. See, the problem with this mullet, where you can't take him seriously.
It's not the person, it's the hair.
It is, because every time he's thrusting, you're seeing the hair like do a nod, like, and she's doing a horrible like almost laughing at him.
Dude, this is some Room type acting.
And he's like, and the whole time he's doing it, the hair is like soul glowing all over the place. It's letting your soul glow, baby. Yeah. Like, it's just like, it's like every time, like, how do I put it? If he nods his head once, his hair nods 4 times. It's like, and so, and it looks like overgrown pubes on his head.
Oh God, what a way to put it.
It was, remember how the old 80s Italian mullet was?
Oh yeah.
Like the Alberto Tomba?
Yeah.
Remember when Tomba took off his helmet or hat and he had that boom? He had that big ass quaff going?
Yeah.
And he'd shake it, and one way, and the hair would like sort of lead wherever his head was going. It's like, we are going right because my head is leaning that way. My hair is leaning that way. Like, that's what this was with this mullet. Holy shit. This mullet. And so, I mean, back then, I guess you're like, oh my God, look how serious this is. But as he's doing it, you're seeing the hair poof all over the place. You can't take it seriously.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, he basically just takes the steak and like, I'm gonna eat my steak.
And it's like half raw too.
I know. It's like, oh, she's cooking this steak, and he can't even wait he can't even wait to finish her. For her to finish the steak, like, maybe flip over the other side of the steak. No. We're good. We're completely good. Hell with that. We're just going to steak. We're just going to eat a one medium sort of rare steak.
Right.
Steak. Like a man would eat it.
Yeah, so we're just going to eat a medium rare steak or whatever. And then she's just crying. And he's like, eat your steak. You're going to eat. And that's where he leaves off. Like, she doesn't say I'm going to bed or nothing. She's just like, eat your steak. And she cries. Meanwhile, then we need to establish the cop, Nick DeMarco.
Right.
Product placement like a motherfucker.
Yeah, think?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh my God, the kid. I just want to pay for this with a Coke.
It's free, kid.
It's on the house.
And then just the random robbery, and he comes in. The guy tries to kick, like, he just pitched it. All right, the one guy who looked like Boban Marjanovic.
Yeah.
Or whatever, like a mix, he's just like, suck my dick.
I'm going to get you for police brutality.
The funniest part, he goes, suck my dick, and then he goes to swing, and all of a sudden the gun's pointed right at his eye. Oh! And you never see these guys again.
Nope.
But you know what it is? When the little black guy that was in the scene with him, when we first meet Cynthia Rothrock, I thought it was the same dude.
Oh, yeah. Where we first meet Cynthia Rothrock, she has the jacket on. Like, you're going to do this? Yeah, we're going to do this. And the guy fights. Man, they spent a good 2 minutes moving their foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, here's the foot. All right, we're going to move it this way. She moves hers that way. I'm like, all right, just get to the fight.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Yeah, then they have a decent kung fu fight. I mean, it's weird as hell how they decide to end it. It's like whoever touches the ground loses.
Yeah, that to me always made no sense. It's like, not knockout, it's your hand has to touch the floor.
It's like, so they're basically having like a kung fu version of Floor is Lava.
Kung fu floor twister.
It's like Kung Fu Floor is Lava. It's like, but it's only lava if your hand touches it.
Which, by the way, we'll get to one of the fights that I had a huge issue with. Because we're not at the one yet. It's when we get to the bear.
Oh, the football player.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Well, just because of the rules, and we'll get to it. But keep going.
Yeah, so, I mean, the fight, he does the fight, and so they do the fight and all that, and she puts it down like, oh, and then she gets the money. And the Dragons, I think that was her gang, the Dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently I guess they have these mafia guys or whatever, like, actually running the ring. It's like, you know the rules. First one to touch loses. I mean, hey, it's no rules except for that. I'm like, all right, hey, that works.
No guns, no knives.
Yeah, first one to touch the ground. First one's hand that touches the ground loses. Like, hey, that's sort of honorable. It's like, hey, we're having fun. We're gonna fight. We don't want anybody to get really seriously injured or killed. So if you get kicked and you touch the ground, you're done.
Your hand hits the ground, you fight's over, you lose.
Right. So I mean so if somebody goes like that and they throw the person over and their hand touches the ground, and fight's over.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, all right, I'll just bring it up. Bear, when she fights Bear, who is a football guy.
Oh yeah, his hand touches the ground right off.
He opens the fight with the fucking hand on the ground.
Well, apparently that was okay.
But I'm like, I literally said to D, I go, fight's over, he lost.
Maybe the palm has to touch.
Yeah, right.
Because when he did the football stance, his fingers touched, his palm didn't.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe like hand touch, like entire hand, flat palm has to touch. I don't fucking.
I just started laughing. I'm like, he lost already.
Yeah, you lost. What the fuck?
Well,
So, all right, then, but I think this is so Stingray goes to see Leo, right?
right.
It's like, yeah, you were great. I got a fight in Philly. Like, yeah, set it up.
$100,000 to you. Set it up.
Yeah. You taking Anna? You taking care of Anna? Oh yeah, me and Anna are great. And this is when he comes home and Anna's gone.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is like, Anna, if you're hiding, I'll break your fucking neck. I'm like, all right, this dude just has problems.
But then I think at that point is when he has the flashback.
Oh yeah,
goes,
where
mommy,
where his dad leaves him.
Dude, no, that's why I said this is some Tommy Wiseau stuff, because he just goes like literally with a deadpan. If you leave me, I break your fucking neck. I'm like,
Yeah, like, all right, this dude's so villain. And then it's like, dad, mom, like dad, mom, like dad, but mommy,
I'm
mommy.
not playing second fiddle to some punk-nosed kid. You know, your son.
Yeah, mommy, and he's like, mommy, I'm sorry. It was all my fault, mommy. It was all, and then you hear the mom go, it's all your fault.
I'll be better, mommy. I'll be better.
And the funniest part is then after like, Anna, and he throws that tire. He's like, no!
Kicks the
And then
chair and just.
And he picks up a plate. He picks up something, looks at it quick. He has to go like, all right, this isn't going to cost much if I throw it. And then he throws it.
I mean, it's just like, that was just so random. It's like he destroys everything and he just politely kicks the chair over.
Oh, politely tips the chair over. He's probably like, Anna, no! Like, all this shit. And they're like, throw the plate. All right, it's a plastic plate, no big deal. This plate, no big deal. All of a sudden, he throws, pick up a chair. Probably somebody is like, no. We have to. We rented that chair. He's like, okay, and he just politely tips it over.
Yeah, right.
That was so fucking funny. I mean, just like, no. And then and the funny thing is, the note is like, I'm leaving you that P.S. I made your favorite dish.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, and he's like, and he throws the dish. I'm like, dude, it's your favorite dish. Eat the fucking dish, then throw the tirade.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have been like, no. And then you see the plate, right? I'm going to save this. No. And then you come back and eat. And this is when, and for some dumb reason, I have no idea why he does this. Like, he looks at his hair, he's like, I'm gonna get you. And he takes purple spray and sprays 2 stupid racing stripes in his mullet for some fucking reason.
And you never see it again throughout the whole movie.
Yeah. The only time you see it is in the parking garage. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Which is like right away. No, I think we don't go to the parking garage right away. Like he starts, like he does that. And then I think, don't we switch back to Christy's house?
Yes.
Yeah, and the sisters are talking and.
Yeah.
She
like,
gets
are you fighting
Roth. Again? Well, no. Well, we're leaving the park out. Cynthia Rothrock's character is arrested for fighting.
Oh yeah.
And then there's her two, I guess, goons, if you want to call it, for a better word.
Friends. Her Chinese friends.
It's like Wayne and Garth of Kung Fu. You know, they got to get the sister, and they're like, yeah, we got to go get you got to say, if they see you, they'll let her go. It's like they're slapping each other. It's like the Three Stooges and meets Wayne's World. I swear to God.
Yeah, you're in college. No, we didn't go because we're too smart. It's like, oh God, that's these guys blind. We didn't go because we're too smart.
And and she's a waitress. If we didn't emphasize that, she's a waitress.
So. Yeah, and Christy, and the funny thing is, like, you were fighting illegally, really? I mean, all she did was just, politely take her foot and press his hand to the thing, and it was illegal. Really? That was illegal. Okay. That makes no sense, but it is what it is. So, yeah, then she's like, am I going to go? Yeah, she leaves. And that's when her sister's like, you can't keep fighting. It's like, I'm paying your tuition. And she's like, oh, okay.
And she said, oh, mom was sick and we couldn't even afford a decent health care and all that. Like they just randomly bring that up.
Yeah. Like, mom was sick, I couldn't even afford decent health care, and all of a sudden, welcome to Trump's America.
Oh, God.
No, this is Clinton's.
We didn't have decent health care.
No, this is Bush. Sorry, this is G-Dub. This is Bush's America right now. 93.
Yeah.
This is Bush's America.
Yeah, this is before Clinton. Oh, shit. Retribution actually has, like,
I was just going to say Retribution finally got a Tron. Well, now they're exclusive to Raw.
Yeah.
Well, now they're talking, too.
Oh, God. Unmask! We know who they are. Whatever. Anyway. So. All right. So, yeah, the whole thing, like, Christy. Yeah, so y'all basically just go to bed and all that. And then we were at the parking garage.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. We're at the parking garage.
Yeah.
And this is when the karate champion. Yeah, he's a karate champion. Remember that.
Right. And he walks up to her, Anna, you're cheating on me. It's not even Anna. It's some random woman.
Yeah, it's Anna. You're cheating on me. We're going home.
And it's like all of that. And one thing, when we keep going out with this movie, I want people that are listening, they're all wearing the same fucking flower dress.
Yeah. That's the point.
That's the motive.
Yeah, I'm trying to find I guess it's Hank Yip Yim or whatever, like the karate guy.
Yeah.
And he throws water. He's like, I don't know who you are, man, but I'm gonna kick your ass. I mean, he says that with such conviction. I'm like, man, all right, we're gonna get a good fight. And then all of a sudden, Stingray just kicks his ass like ridiculously. And then apparently just kicking his ass isn't good enough. Then he basically pokes out and digs out his eyes.
Yeah.
And then Roundhouse kicks him off the edge.
Which I'm like, because he didn't feel like because he didn't like getting left to, he commits murder.
Yeah, it's like, I just took your eyes, but I don't think that's enough. So I'm going to roundhouse kick you. And, dude, props to the stuntman who took this bump.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Right off the car.
I mean, and it wasn't even like a flat back bump. It was like on his side. Like, his face hit. Like, it wasn't even like his hands hit. Like, no, he took a face plant into the van. Like, boom. I'm like, damn. If you watch like the stunt, I mean, the dude did a face plant right into the back of the van.
And you can tell there was no wire work there. That was straight.
That was a straight bump. Yeah.
Maybe there was some padding on the car,
On the pavement, maybe?
No, I'm saying on the car. Like, there might have been, like, a thin layer of, like, tarp on the car and then something on the pavement to stop it. But it was like almost like a tumbling pad. Like that, like...
Yeah, maybe a little tiny bit of foam on the van.
But then maybe a little more on the concrete. But there was not a lot.
There was nothing on the concrete. There was nothing on that concrete. That was just straight up concrete.
There was no wire work there. That was just go.
Yeah, that was just go. Jump off and take a header. Jump off, take a header, and pray.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's not... God forbid if Godfrey Ho went like, all right, we need to do it again. Like, no, that's a one take.
That's a
one hit wonder.
That's a one take, then break for lunch.
That's one take, break for lunch. One take, break for lunch while this guy goes to the dentist.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. One take, break for lunch, and this guy goes to get dental work done.
I mean, you got to think about it. This guy probably had a mouth guard in, probably had a back brace.
You hope so.
But then he kidnaps Anna, and then brutalizes her.
Well, the funny thing, all right, the funny thing with these brutalizing things, you never see it. Like, him brutalizing is basically him torturing them by watching him work out with martial arts.
Yeah.
And whipping with chains. And then they find her in a porta potty without her eyes.
Yeah, the crazy thing is she's like, and he's like, yeah. I'm just like, okay, so what are you doing? It's like, you have to watch me work out.
Or I kill you and rip out your eyes.
Yeah. And then he whips her with, okay, why are you, what? And it made no sense. And then, yeah, she's found in a porta potty. And I don't know. And meanwhile, Christy sets up a fight, and this is with Bear. Because as soon as Stingray goes off the crazy train, I mean, this movie just barrels along.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no lulls. Just barrel. So she fights Bear.
Wins.
She beats Bear. And the funniest part is the girl's like, oh, Bear.
Yeah.
Anna?
Yeah. Anna.
And then
dude, he's just driving in his achy breaky truck.
With his achy breaky hair.
Yeah, Stingray with his achy breaky quaff. Just like, Anna. And then he just follows him to a trailer park somewhere.
Which, by the way, I'm sorry. You live in a trailer park and you own no guns?
Well, Bear still had his shoulder pad. No, he didn't have his shoulder pads on.
He threw them on the table.
Yeah.
He did throw him on the table, yeah.
But I'm like...
But it's funny, but his face is all fucked. It looks like he just had the fight, and he leaves the fight, there's no mark on him. He gets to his house, and all of a sudden, half his face is bruised.
Yeah. He gets in the he's like, oh. And then, Anna, you're coming with me, Anna. He's like, who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. The other thing is, why do no one run?
I think he actually succeeded. Here's the crazy thing. The karate champion couldn't hit Stingray. Bear somehow manages to sneak a shot in.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And then Stingray beats the hell out of him, and then he does like this eagle claw to the throat, like, ah! With the eyes bulging out. And then the other girl basically just stands there like, in between two things in the mobile home, like, ah! Like, what the fuck? And is that the one? I'm trying to remember. All right. So then after that, it goes back to Christy and DeMarco at the time, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, Christy and Nick. And, you know, oh, well, you can't do that. Da, 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 da. And some other bullshit happens. I forgot what. And this is where we see Stingray, like, with the sword. And apparently, I guess he sliced off part of her dress where you just see the girl's boobs.
Yeah.
And it's like, I didn't do anything. And he's like, ooh. He's like, ha! Ha! I'm like, oh, okay, really? And then she's found. And
actually, no, I don't think she's ever found, though. I don't think they ever find her.
No, I'm pretty sure she was found.
Well, I could be wrong, but I don't remember it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I thought she was found.
You might be right, but I don't remember it. But anyway, continue.
Yeah, like she was found. And then this is where we see Christy's sister with a boyfriend or whatever.
Well, I guess it was just a friend. But here's the thing. Here's the ironic part with that part. The doctor comes out and Stingray bumps into her. Oh, I'm sorry. Here, let me help you pick all your shit up.
It wasn't the doctor. It was some other lady.
And he's like, he's all normal. And then all of a sudden he sees Rothrock's sister. Anna?
Yeah, he sees the dress and the hair. He's like, Anna? And then she's like, oh, yeah. He's like, here. And he just pushes her aside.
Yeah,
and then they all start karate kicking each other.
Well, the other thing is, too, it was, well, how about you come in? How about you come over to my place tonight? No.
Yeah, no. And then he's like, Anna, we're going home. And the guy tries to kick him, and he just, like, tosses him into a freaking, like, column. The funny thing is, this is in broad daylight. In the background, you see people walking down the street.
And the sister knows Kung Fu, too.
Well, you have to figure she did. I mean, she's Rothrock's sister. She's Christy's sister. You had to expect she knows some Kung Fu.
Right.
And she's like, ha! And then he just breaks the leg. And she's like hobbling off. I'm like, really? And then somebody tries to fight as she's running, and Stingray just kills him. In broad daylight again, and you see people in the background walking, looking like...
And nobody stops to help her.
No, nobody. Like I said, this is the most oblivious... This has to be Kung Fu time, where everybody knows Kung Fu, and it doesn't matter. And she's like, all right, well, guy's killing a guy, Kung Fu. It must be Tuesday. No big deal. All right, anyway, I'm going to walk to the store now. You know?
Yeah.
And then he gets her. And the very next scene, this is when we see Cynthia Rothrock's training, Christy's Kung Fu training.
Those splits were wicked.
The worst Cabal training ever.
Oh, with the hook swords and shit like that. Like, ha! And then comes the king of subtle. The king of soft.
I got bad news.
I got bad news. We think your sister's dead.
No.
Like, we think your sister's been murdered.
And the funny part is, like, it's like, I don't know how to say this. I'm going to try to break it to you. I don't know how to say this. I'm going to try to break it to you easy. She's like, what? She's like, we think your sister's been murdered. I'm just like, that's easy?
It's apparently not easy enough.
Yeah, it's like, break it easy. It's like, there's something that happened. Something happened, and we think your sister might have, we think your sister may be involved, and we think she might have died. Something like that's a little slow, but like, I'm going to try to break it. We think your sister got murdered. Like, my God. And how many times did Rothrock look around all over the place?
And she's like, no.
No, the first part, she's like, what? Huh? Dude, she looked like 360, like 5 times in turbo.
Yeah, right?
It's like, right, left, up, down, right, left, up, down, right. I mean, she did the Konami code.
Up, down, right, triangle, square, square, up, up, down, R1.
With her head, she's just like, what? No, it can't be. What? No. It's like, I think it is. You have to accompany her to the morgue.
Gotta identify her.
And then, dude, this was Rothrock going for an Oscar.
Yeah, right.
It was the most realistic thing she did in this movie, besides fight. And but it was just the first part. She's like, no! And the crazy part is during this scene, I heard that, who's the girl?
The doctor?
No. Her sister. Karen. Yeah. I heard that Sonny David didn't get paid for the one part. So it was actually somebody else dressed as Karen.
Oh, God.
In the morgue scene.
Oh,
that's
God.
why you never see her face. That's why because apparently there was supposed to thing where you're supposed to, they do the thing with that and they show Anna's full face and you see everything. Remember, they just go like that and it just goes right to Christy.
Yeah.
Because apparently I think it was Godfrey Ho in there. Like, no! Like, no! And the first part she cried. I'm like, damn, that's actually really good. And then she kept going like, it's like, okay, all right, the Oscar bit's over. The Oscar part's over. And right off the bat, when he's like, you need to take some time. She's like, I'll be fine. Right off the bat, she goes after Eagle Claw Lee.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And this dude was hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Eagle Lee. That's his name, Eagle Lee. I mean, he's all like, hey, yeah, look at how cool I am. And the girl's like, yo, Lee, you're so amazing.
Oh my God, are they bringing Rey Mysterio's whole family down to the ring now?
Yeah, I have a feeling that Aaliyah may actually start wrestling soon.
Damn.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, Lee, oh. And this is when she comes in, it's like, was it, you still like to hurt women, Lee? And he's like, who wants to know?
She had it coming. Just give it to her.
Yeah.
Like, and then I think the police show up or something.
Oh, you're forgetting the kung fu fight on the barrels.
Oh, that was just terrible. But here's a part coming up. I mean, we'll go back to. Then they take her to the police station. Now, Cynthia Rothrock in the beginning of the scene has got long straight hair. She goes to the police station. It's mysteriously curly.
Oh yeah.
And then the next scene, her hair's straight, but it's got some blonde in it now. I'm like, okay, how long did they fucking drag this out?
Who knows?
In the span of one scene, she's got 3 different. I have never seen an actress have more hairstyle changes in the span of one scene that Cynthia Rothrock had in this movie.
Oh, God.
3 different hairstyles.
Dude, you got to see Rothrock movies like when she started getting the multicolored hair going. I mean, almost every scene is like the different hair. I'm like, Jesus Christ. It's ridiculous. So, all right, the fight on the barrels was supposed to like mimic, like, these kung fu fights, how they're always on poles.
Right.
Or they're on like the poles or, like the little tiny like logs or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to mimic. And the barrels, I mean, it worked for like a modern thing, but man, when she whiffed that roundhouse and he went flying.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn, that is ridiculous.
There must have been a strong gust of wind.
Yeah, whiffed that. Like, wah! I just love that part. Like, why did you go after him? That's why they're called the Eagles, because Lee's a master Eagle Claw Kung Fu. I'm like, oh God, Kung Fu gangs, here we go. Oh my God, yeah. So, what is it then? After let me see that one. Then, oh yeah, Stingray finds another girl.
Did he find another girl?
Yeah, I remember, because he grabbed another one and she's like, help!
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is with the... And then, of course, what is it? Christie's looking for the one guy, and apparently there's this Hong Kong guy. He's like, I don't know her. You know, did you kill her? I didn't kill her, because... Well, the funniest part is the cop again. He goes like, we brought a martial arts expert in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like about the different styles.
The funniest part though, it's like, Christy, Christy, I got to tell you some classified information. I'm trained in the martial arts. I'm like, that's not classified. Like, that shit was hilarious. Like, he's like, I got to tell you some classified information. I've studied martial arts. Like, that's not classified, dude.
But then I think what happens is the Stingray goes back home again, and he brings in the mail. No, wait a minute. I'm leaving something out. They say, it might be this, so they go to all these different places to try to find who they think might be involved in that style. One guy's in a wheelchair.
That was the funniest one. Oh, my God. That was the funniest one. Because the cop, he's like, is so-and-so there? He's like, and he opens the door. He's like, who wants to know? He's like, hi, I'm with police officers. Da, 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 da. And he has a smile on his face. Like, yeah, I'm getting somewhere. He's like, hi, yes, I am him. And you just see his heart sink. He's like, fuck. This guy's in a wheelchair, missing an arm.
But then, like I said, Stingray goes home and goes through the mail. And he took the mail out with such, like, I'm taking this mail out for Anna. You know, it's like all dramatic when he's taking the mail out. Goes through it and then finds the doctor.
Yeah.
And that's when
it's her fault.
Then that's when he goes to the doctor's office and, where's the doctor? I'm an old friend. I'll surprise her.
Yeah. The doctor comes in, you know, goes to Nick's to talk to Christy and all them. It's like, oh yeah, we do have somebody. Anna mentioned, a patient of mine mentioned. So then they go to the house. They look all over the place. He's not there, of course. They look. The prints match. So now they're looking for Stingray.
Right. And then and also in this time, that promoter guy is trying to get a hold of him. And then we see some moment with this older lady. I'm guessing that must have been his mother.
Oh yeah, the Leo starts looking for him.
Then he goes. Go ahead.
The aquarium. Oh my God! Why does he have eyeballs in an aquarium? Whoa!
And then they find the woman in the trash can. Don't talk about Anna that way.
Oh my God!
Anna's dead.
The one part you're leaving out, which is hilarious, is when he calls him. It's like, hey, Stingray, where you been? I've been busy. And he doesn't say it like, oh, I've been busy. He's like, I've been busy. Like a little tongue, like a shrimp. I've been busy. And that's when he goes to find him. He's like, hey, Stingray, I told you, I've been busy.
And then all of a sudden, Stingray, I guess, kills him. And then all the news media showed up.
Yeah, well, because Leo tries to, beat him up and get away. Because it's like, she's dead. Don't talk about Anna that way. And then, yeah.
And, is that the promoter? And there's like no comment from the cops.
And then he grabs
the doctor.
No, then he grabs the eyeballs, puts them in the aquarium, and he's smiling like, I'm just like, oh my God, this dude.
And then the doctor magically ends up at the warehouse.
Oh, yeah, well, the doctor got taken, remember?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she got taken. So...
Because she saw him dead. She saw the girl dead. Her assistant dead. She goes to walk out, and he's right there. And then she tries to, do some kung fu right away.
But then she starts to do... This is when the movie started going a little mindfuck. She's like, I'm Anna. Don't you remember my scent? Apparently, the woman sent a letter to the doctor with the perfume on it. And she had it on her wrist. And he goes, Anna.
That was smart. That was smart.
But then when he pulls off the... when
he's like, I'm not fooled.
I'm not fooled. And he goes, Mommy, I thought I told you not to be bad. I'm going to cook you dinner. Yes, Mommy. There's no food. I'll go to the store and get some. No, Mommy. I'll go for you. I'm going to chain you up first, Mommy.
Right. I'll be right back. And I'm just like, holy shit. Like, well, first off, the doctor was smart on that, trying to play on his, mental problems.
Right.
Very smart.
Yeah.
And then
dude, this phone. Oh my God. Christy calls the phone.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm at da-da-da-da. And Christy's like, Christy calls the cops like, this is this. Yes, this. Da-da-da-da-da. Yes, this. Da-da-da-da-da. Like Stingray.
I'm on my way. And then the thing is, then Stingray comes back with actually fucking groceries, which I think was hysterical.
Yeah.
And then he goes, wait a minute. You're not Mommy. And it's Rothrock in the doctor's place.
Oh, yeah.
Then they start kung fuing. And then the doctor starts kung fuing.
The best part, she kicks them in the box. She releases them, and they're ready to go. And he's like, ah! Then they start kung fuing all over the place.
But then eventually, I think, then the cops show up.
Well, you're missing a bunch of the fight.
Well, I mean, the fight was the fight. I mean,
no, it was hilarious because
go ahead.
They're fighting all over the place. You start like that. Then he throws her and she sees a hook sword. She grabs a hook sword as he's like, yeah. And then all of a sudden she grabs the sword, because he tries to do like the dragon claw thing.
Right.
He does it on a beer bottle. She grabs the sword. And all of a sudden that was the look he had with the face like, whoa. And he ran. Then he swings on the chain like Tarzan.
Yeah.
Just so happens to grab, a sword that's just hanging on the wall. He grabs the sword and he's like, ah! And then they start sword fighting through the table and all that. And then the funniest part, it's her. Was it her? No, I think it was him. He gets the sword caught in his box.
Oh, and he threw it up in the air and cut it, and all the foam come out.
Yeah, all the
peanuts.
And they stay there. And it was a total like parody or homage to like the old like samurai movies.
And you know what? You're gonna laugh at this when that scene happened. The first thing that popped in my head: let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
It was like the Kurosawa movies where a guy goes, oh, and all of a sudden the cherry blossoms will fall.
Yeah.
That's what it was trying to be a homage to, but it's like in a warehouse in the freaking fall. And then the gun happens. And what was his partner thinking? His partner rolls. He's like,
and he gets shot in the neck.
How the fuck do you shoot somebody in the neck like that? God damn.
Stay with me. stay with me. And then he dies, and then all of a sudden, I think, then the next thing you know, we're at the hospital.
Oh yes, this is gold. Gold.
This is classified on YouTube as the best fight scene ever.
And
Dude.
This is where we're going to have, folks, we prepare you in advance. There is going to be a lot of eye jokes coming up soon.
And a lot of screaming.
And a lot of screaming and eye jokes.
So they have he goes to the cop and he's like, make sure somebody's on the store the whole time. And he goes, doctor. And somebody says doctor, and you see Stingray is by the freaking guy. He's now in a doctor's outfit somehow.
By a water fountain, and he goes...
By a water fountain. Like, how do you not know it's not Stingray? I mean, come on, look at the mullet. You can tell.
No, they go to the elevator. The elevator takes, let's take the stairs. They get halfway down the stairs, and they're like, I forgot my sunglasses. So they go back upstairs, and all of a sudden the chair's empty. Then they go, something's wrong. You think?
Yeah, they go in there, and the cop is dead.
He's like got a little signs of life. You know, all you see is blood. And they go, you go that way. And then they both go down, and then they eventually see Mullet Man.
And he's like, throw away the gun.
But this is another part I thought was weird. The guy's got the hook. He's got a knife in his hand that reminded me of the movie Cobra.
Oh, completely.
That was a Cobra reference, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's straight out of Cobra Cabretti. But the fact is, the cop and Rothrock are sitting there, and they got the gun on them. That was the longest standoff I've ever seen in my life. They're just staring at each other.
Oh, they are. And then all of a sudden,
drop your gun.
Yeah, I forgot what happens. Like, something happens, and she manages to get away.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, they start fighting.
Oh, this was the first one. You had that.
The cop and they start fighting, and he slashes them, and all of a sudden, he licks. Yes, he licks
there
the
it is. I made sure I saw that picture. I said I have to include that picture.
Yeah, he licks the knife, and then he gets. Then they fight again, and that's when he does. Nick does like a tiger paw. He does a tiger claw and rips his shoulder,
and then he ripped the other shoulder.
And the funniest part, now you gotta go back to the other picture, Ronnie.
Yeah,
go back to the other.
They both, it's hilarious. They rip off their clothing like it's nothing, and they're perfectly oiled up.
Of course.
I mean, the funniest part is Stingray makes Stingray just makes Hulk Hogan look like nothing, because he grabs the button-up shirt and rips it off with one arm, just like, ah!
Yeah, right.
And for some reason, and they're both like completely buffed up, and they're completely oiled up. I mean, they're doing an oil job that makes Randy Orton jealous. I'm like, God damn, that's a lot of oil. And then this is when it's like,
oh, here comes Ray's daughter into the ring.
Oh, yeah.
And Angie's in the ring. It's a Mysterio beating up Murphy.
Screaming. And this is when they're just screaming. Just like, and they just keep doing it, and it's ridiculous. They just keep doing it like,
and they're fighting all over the place.
Oh.
And then the ultimate, now here comes the eye stuff.
But here, first he has the knife. He's like trying to stab him. He's like, hold on. He's like, wait a minute. What am I doing? And then he has another one. This is where Rothrock comes in with the towel.
Right.
Like, oh, and that was all of a sudden him going against both of them. And then the whole time they're screaming, and this is so fucking funny. I'm laughing my ass off.
Then she manages to
shove him,
fling him into the wall, where he gets one eye into I guess a nail or a screw, and he's sitting there going, and he's still fighting like kung fu.
I'm sorry, I had to do that.
First eye goes out from a nail, and the other one's from a hook.
And he grabs, he's like, and then all of a sudden he's like, and he keeps fighting with one arm, and it's fucking hilarious.
By the way, what makes me laugh is perfect vision, even with an eye torn out.
Like, at one part it's believable because he's like, and he's like fighting with like one arm and his hand covering his eye.
Right, like I can buy that because he's at least trying to protect that. But then when he starts fighting with two hands, perfect vision. Oh, right, okay.
Dude, he flips over a wall.
Yeah.
With one eye.
Yeah, with one eye just happening. And then Rothrock hits. Then Rothrock goes to throw a roundhouse at the eye that's busted, so he can't see it, and somehow he blocks it. I mean, kung fu, man.
But then this is where the eye pun comes in. I'm going to keep my eye on you.
Another one. Just
I'll
another
be
one.
seeing
Just
you
like
around. Like, oh, God.
Yeah, another one, like, and this is when he's like, and then, what the hell kind of hangar is this? And also, what hospital has this?
But then, you know what? Here's another thing. I made mention of it before. He had the Cobra knife. If you remember, at the end of Cobra, the guy gets thrown onto a hook.
Yeah, at a meatpacking plant or something.
But that was like, I mean, somebody either A, was involved in Cobra and involved in this movie, or this was an homage to Cobra. Because between the knife and that scene at the end, these were straight out of Cobra.
Well, this is where they do the laundry for all of the hospitals.
All right.
So that's.
But man, that's a hell of a hook. Oh, and then as he's going, then Christy basically says, "Keep an eye out for you, Stingray."
And the other guy goes, "I'll be seeing you around."
Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, see ya." Just like, really?
And then we all go to the cemetery, and she's basically telling her sister, "We got him." Oh, you probably already knew that. And then we get the return of Wayne and Garth again.
And it's like, oh, wait. Da-da-da. It's like, and somehow they come up with college or whatever, and it's like, yeah, too bad we're too smart. It's like, no, you're enrolled. You start Monday. It's like, we're going to college. And then Nick's like, and you're going too. I enrolled you too. We're all going to college. Yay!
And then she puts all her shit on the grave, and then that's it. And then we got the credits. So,
yes. And you know what the sequel would be? Undefeatable 2, Crushing Student Debt.
Yeah, right.
Especially in the 90s. You kidding me?
But that, folks, was undefeatable.
Man, some of the sweetest mullets you'll ever see in your life, and a lot of yelling.
In a nutshell, I didn't hate it. Would I ever watch it again? I doubt it. But I mean, you know what? It was I can't say it was enjoyable, but I mean, it did have some parts that were funny. I will admit to that.
Oh yeah, and then when you start looking at them mullets and everything like that, and how ridiculous Stingray is, you just can't help but laugh.
You knew the movie was the 90s because of that fucking mullet. I mean, I'm sorry, that mullet is so fucking 90s.
Dude, that is like the Camaro mullet just gone psycho.
Yeah. So, Ronnie, what are your final thoughts on Undefeatable?
Oh, it's unbelievably train wrecky.
But did you laugh?
Oh, God, yeah, it was a B film. It was a
I'm pretty sure you and D laughed your asses off.
I kind of was like, what the fuck are we watching?
And then you look at the mullet and you can't help but laugh.
That mullet was
Dude, that mullet is so sweet. And then he's like, I'm busy.
I told you I was busy. I mean,
Anna, if you left me, I will break your fucking neck.
And every kung fu thing. And suck my dick.
Yeah.
And every kung fu guy is screaming and yelling like, ah! Everybody knows kung fu for some fucking reason.
Yeah, right. I mean, it was just basically, it's like what you described it as. A lot of screaming, which that's all it really fucking was. It was a lot of screaming.
And Nick DeMarco, a.k.a. Senor Subtle.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just be really subtle about this. She was murdered. Jesus.
You think, Captain Obvious?
And the greatest... And I'm sorry, Cynthia Rothrock with that look. Oh my God. When she looked all around. And also the fact that Rothrock is kicking people's asses in mom jeans.
Oh yeah. And doing it well too.
I mean the queen of the mom jeans.
Oh.
Like, have you ever seen a woman kick your ass in mom jeans? Watch this.
There you go. So recommended, Chris? Would you recommend it to people?
Oh, if you've never seen it and you like chop schlocky theater, a definite recommend. If you have friends and you just want to laugh and you find like these corny martial arts movies and corny action movies hilarious, definitely a recommend for that. I mean, it's a short movie. It's a quick short, like
an hour and 28 minutes or something.
Yeah, it's like not even 90 minutes long.
Wait, you know what the funny thing is? There's a lot of Cynthia Rothrock movies on fucking YouTube. There is a shit ton of them on there.
Oh, there's a shit ton on Amazon Prime and Tubi. None on Netflix.
Netflix has got, I guess Netflix has standards. They gotta have only the highest studio brand of karate.
Yeah, Netflix, you get like the Karate Kid and shit like that.
No, wait a minute. I take that back. We had Batista in a wig.
I don't know if that was a wig.
I'm just being funny. It's like we had Batista in a wig.
No, it wasn't.
No, was it a wig? Oh my God.
Yeah, because he shaved his head. And he's not going to grow long dreads in like freaking, a month.
I mean, it is Batista here.
Yeah, but you're not going to grow dreads in a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a definite recommend because, I mean, if you love those kind of movies, you're going to laugh your ass off.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. You're going to laugh your ass off. And like, a lot of the chop schlocky movies that I usually recommend are ones that you're going to laugh your ass off.
Yeah.
Because they're so damn funny. And they don't try to be. They just end up being so poorly acted and so funny.
Yeah.
And again, like, even remember when he said, "Oh, I think the murder." This is the time when you would have like a really light piece, a light music piece that would be like, almost like heart-wrenching.
Right.
No, you get bum, 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 bum. You get like the fight piece from the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, right?
Like dun, 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 dun. It's like, yeah, nothing says, grief like that.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so, yeah, definite recommend. What about you, Ronnie?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's schlocky, so have fun. It's definitely it's a riff track. Definitely a riff track movie.
Oh, it's a party movie.
If you could get, but my advice to people, I would say, but my advice to be, if somebody's never seen it, warn them about the beginning of the movie, so it's not coming as a total shock to them when he comes home with Anna, because that scene could be very disturbing to some people. So you should be careful and warn them in advance. But after that scene, the rest of the movie's fine, but the beginning could be a little rough for some people, I think. But that would be a what's the word? Like a warning or something, like a disclaimer.
That is the most brutal scene that Stingray does. Every other murder he commits is like freaking hilarious. Because for some reason he has somebody chained up and and he tortures them by watching them train karate.
Yeah, right.
It's like, I'm chained up. And he's like, yeah. It's like, what is the point? It's like he has to oil himself up before he rips out her eyes or something.
Yeah, something like that.
But so John.
I haven't decided what I'm doing. Wednesday, I will make my announcement. So Wednesday, we will have an official announcement for what I will pick on Monday.
Oh, I thought we were going on the Excellent Adventure.
I was thinking that too, but I didn't know if you really wanted to or not.
Dude, if you have a copy of Face the Music and it's good quality, I'm down.
I have it. I got it right off of Amazon Prime. It's a standard definition. It's not high def version because my computer doesn't get high def, but it's still it's perfect quality. It's absolutely excellent quality.
All right, I may have to.
I see what you did there.
What do you mean? What did I do?
Excellent.
No, I wasn't trying to be funny.
I know, but it was punny.
Well, yeah.
No. So it's not like high def.
Oh no, but trust me, but it is worth. It's worth the watch. It's good. It's good quality. I burned it to a disc. I watched clips of it on my TV. It's fine. It's fine. You won't have any issue with it. What I'll do, Ronnie, tomorrow, send me a message. I got to do something on, I think, that Google Chrome or Gmail thing again. Because I don't have your thing saved anymore. Send me a message on that. You still have my Gmail thing, right, Ronnie?
Yeah.
Send me a note on there. What I'll do is I'll send the movie to you, and then you forward it on to Chris. Chris, tomorrow, check it out, and if it's good enough, we'll make an official announcement on Wednesday.
All right.
How about that? That good enough?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so we'll do that. So tomorrow I'll send it out, but like I said, we're not going to make an official announcement until Wednesday.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that was our show. Thank you for the people that were listening that just left. Wish they were stuck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And with that being said, you can follow the network on Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all under the Nerd Report Network. You can follow myself on Twitter at @FNRonnie.
At Trips NXC.
And the Zombie Master. And I promise next week we will not do a full hour on music.
The thing is, like, that's interesting, actually.
Hey, it is what it is. Hey, it's something there.
Well, maybe, that's something maybe down the road, maybe me and Chris, since we've done the music thing, we'll do a music show somewhere down the road because we both have some kind of music and band experience. Maybe we'll do that down the road.
Band stories or some shit like that, or like I got
stories or whatever.
All right, I got an idea for Wednesday.
Okay.
What's up?
All right, since we already did our predictions for the NFL season, right?
Yes.
Right.
You ever see those clips of like those YouTube things of like where they have, certain people like, what is it? The reaction to the season, or like, you know what I mean? Like how Jets fans, before the 2020 season, Giants fans, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
I think that would be hilarious if we went down the fans and almost like sort of acted it out.
Okay. I get what you're saying. But
Cowboys, 2020 season outlook, 2020 season prediction, Cowboys fans, we're going Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We'll do all that. We'll do all that on Wednesday.
But also with Wednesday, it has begun. We finally we did our Super Bowl picks last week. This week we week 1, we go into our picks for the seasons.
Oh yeah, week 1.
Yep, because Thursday kicks off.
Yeah.
And,
yeah, we're not doing college until maybe.
No. I'm not touching college. I'm not touching college because that's too much of a crapshoot.
Right.
And let's face it, there's no actual season right now because not everyone's playing.
Right.
So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Come back on Wednesday. Actually, hell, come back tomorrow. I'll probably be streaming Mortal Kombat 10. But with that being said, I'm Evan Ronnie.
I'm Trip Cynic. See ya.
I'm Zombie Master.
And that is our show. I don't even know what we fucking close out the show with. Oh yeah, the check's cleared. What am I talking about? Bye, guys.
Yeah!
See ya!
See ya.